We are back at Mitchell Stadium for the start of Mid-South Appalachian Division play. Bluefield College takes on Union to try to find their first win of the season here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Hello, everybody. Bailey Engel and Alex Martin. We're glad to have you with us here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. And Alex, Bluefield College, even with that 0-4 start to the season in Appalachian Division play, these are when the wins and losses really start to count.
Yes, this is a must-win tonight. This is the start of a big divisional play, and starting off 1-0 would be great right here.
Bluefield, it's nothing but Appalachian Division play from here on out next week, going on the road to Reinhardt and continuing Appalachian Division play after that. Let's take a look at Bluefield. After last week's game, right now 0-4, and Alex, they just have to get over that fourth quarter hump. They stayed close with the Emory and Henry Wasps last week in front of a crowd of 1,000, but you're seeing the same themes for Bluefield. The turnovers are really killing them, and the secondary for the Rams, they've been challenged by a bunch of really deep passers.
Yeah, absolutely. They tend to die out in the fourth quarter, but it's not just that. Turnovers have been every game, and last week they were penalized for 100 yards.
Well, Union coming into this game 0-5, a 98-0 loss last week against in-state foe Cumberland, trying to bounce back this week against a Bluefield team that they haven't beat since 2016, and some pretty high contested matchups over the past couple of years. And Alex, you were a part of a few of them as a Bluefield College Rams running back. What do you remember about this rivalry?
I remember their D-line. Their D-line was very, very tough and got after it every play. It's going to be interesting to see if they do that tonight. And it's also, while playing them, it was either a high-scoring game or a low-scoring game. It seemed like there was no in-between.
58-21 a season ago. If you watched our Bluefield preview, you realize that Tyrese Henry had one heck of a game in Barberville, Kentucky last season. A punt return for a touchdown as well as a pick six. Bluefield got the 58-21 win over Union last season. And then the year before, when the Rams finished second in the Appalachian Division, they were here in Dewey Luss' first year where they beat Union 17-7. Rams in the blue, Union in the white, nearing the coin toss and nearing the entrance of the Bluefield College Rams. Kickoff coming up here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Welcome back to Mitchell Stadium, everyone. Bluefield College has deferred. They will receive in the second half and kick off towards the scoreboard. Tanner Griffith, the junior from Gloucester, Virginia, about ready to kick over to Union. This team coming in at 0-5, headed by Andre Lynn, now in his 19th season, and not finding success in recent years. Last year went 2-8, and of course, the last time they played Bluefield, the Rams played them very well. Possibly their most complete game of the season last year. Tyrese Henry scoring 2 touchdowns in the 58-21 win in Barberville, Kentucky. But the Rams very desperate for a win with pretty lopsided losses and a chance to change the scope of their season today in Appalachian Division play. We are almost ready as Union runs out to the field. Deep to receive for Union College, Emmanuel Dawsey, the redshirt freshman wide receiver. Then on the far side, Christian Glover, another redshirt freshman wide receiver. Griffith ready to go. Going left to right. He boots it deep, and we are underway. Dawson calls for the fair catch. It rolled into the end zone anyway, and now Union will start out from their own 25-yard line. So now we'll get our first look ever at this Union College offense headed by Kendrick Furness, the quarterback from North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, currently 58 for 121, 5 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, 172 yards per game, and not that many rushing yards per game, Alex, and that can really play into Bluefield College's, at least their game plan here, because last week that defensive line with Logan Hinnett, Kayshawn Ridgel, and Colin O'Donnell, they played very strong, and Emery and Henry, even though they scored a good amount of points, they couldn't run the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. They only gave up 78 yards in the entire game, and you can't ask for a better game than that.
Jalen Eccles is the running back to the right of Furness. 2 receivers either side. First down and 10. First play of the game. Low snap. Furness throws middle. Caught across the 35-yard line and down at the 36. Tackle made there by Tyrese Henry, and the catch was made by the wide receiver Rasheed Holloway on the near side. Holloway standing in at 6 foot 200, makes it a first down on an 11-yard gain.
This game's going to be a good test for our defensive backs.
Yeah, absolutely, because they have really been tested in those last few games, trying to make some more turnovers here as that handoff goes right up the middle to Eccles for just about a yard or two. Crashing off the edge, Sam Kirtley and Logan Hinnett, and then on the tackle as well. You look at that linebacking core for Bluefield College. Chris DeBerry getting the start as the man on the outside. He got an interception last week. No Michael Everett and no Sean Kolb once again for Bluefield, dealing with hamstring injuries. Second down and 9 from the 37. Furness throws middle, and it's almost intercepted. Pass intended on the play for Earl Wells. The safety, Tyrese Henry, nearly spied his way in there, but a flag is out on the far side. I didn't get a look, Alex, to see what that one could be. We'll get the call right here.
Number 92, defense. 5-yard penalty, previous spot, still second down.
So it's an offside call on Kayshawn Ridgel, the nose guard for Bluefield College. The freshman has been getting a good amount of playing time. So after the young man from Wesley Chapel, Florida, is offside, that moves the ball up to the 42-yard line of Union. It'll be second down and 4. Furness in the gun once more. Eccles, the running back, to his right, the lone setback. 2 receivers out on the right and 2 on the near side as Wells goes in motion. Handoff right side, jet sweep Wells. Stiff arm move nearing the 45-yard line and brought down by Jonathan Green. A huge tackle there for the cornerback from Atlanta. Oh, they gave him a good spot, though, Alex. It looked like Jonathan Green had already crossed the 45 and brought him down, but now it's going to be 3rd and short at the 45.
Yeah, that was one heck of a spot right there.
Onto the far hash now, Union College operating on 3rd and 1. 2 receivers near side, once again spreading it out, but 2 running backs beside Furness. 1 on the right and 1 on the left. Furness claps for the ball, movement on the line, and I think this could be coming back for Union. Rams were ready to go in with DeMarcus Wimbush, but the guard on the far side moved.
Full start. Number 56, offense. 5-yard penalty, previous spot, still 3rd down.
That call will go on the offensive lineman, who is not on There's no 56 on the roster.
3rd and 6 after the penalty.
So we'll just have to guess who that is. I believe it was 76, in which case it would be Dustin Blackburn. So now 3rd and 1 goes to 3rd and 6 from their own 40-yard line. Once again, spreading it out. 2 setbacks for Furness as he calls for the ball, bends the knees, chest high snap. Looks to throw, dumps it near side, caught by Wells across the 45, racing near sideline, nearing the 50, and pushed out of bounds by Greg Amos, as well as Jonathan Green, who has been all over the field today, but Union still able to convert the first down.
Yeah, it seems like they're going to be going to those short passes very, very early. They're trying to get that going.
They've done a couple of those passes to Earl Wells already, as well as Rasheed Holloway, who lines up on the near side with Greg Amos. 3 down linemen for Bluefield College, 1st and 10 from their own 49. Furness gets a call from the far sideline and calls an audible. 12:55 remaining, still no score in the first quarter. 1st down and 10, snap, handoff, Eccles up the middle, breaks free left side, crossing the 45 and dances out of bounds in Bluefield territory at the 43-yard line of Bluefield. Solid gain for Eccles of 8 yards, 2nd down and 2.
It almost looked like Bluefield could have had him possibly for a gain of 2 or 3, but he slipped a tackle.
After Eccles slips the tackle, 2 yards to go before the sticks are moved. All spotted at the Bluefield 43. They need to get it to the 41. Furness looking for the far sideline, getting the offensive coordinator's calls, and Bart Elam, the first-year OC for Union. Spreading out on 2nd down and 2. Furness design draw up the middle. Looks like he got to the line of scrimmage. Krista Berry crashing off the edge, and Kayshawn Ridgel clogging up the hole in the middle. No, that was Logan Hennett doing the work for Bluefield, as well as Colin O'Donnell. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 2, and an early stop chance for Bluefield College's defense. Inside of 12 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Still no score as Furness drops back in the shotgun. Trips receivers to the far side. Ball spotted left hash. Snap to the QB, looks to throw. Dumps it right, caught by Wells. Nearing the sticks, he got it across the 40-yard line. Shuffling up to the 36. 1st down Union. Once again, the short passes, Alex, and they convert yet another 3rd down.
Yeah, that play looked identical to the last 3rd down conversion.
Bluefield College looking for a stop. The Rams have not led in any game this year. 1st down and 10. Union trying to shake off the offensive woes last week where they lost 98-0 to Cumberlands. 1st down and 10 from the 36-yard line of Bluefield. Furness in the gun. He takes the snap, delayed handoff. Eccles, nowhere to go. The defensive line is there again. The line, as well as the linebacker, Sam Kirtley from Staunton, Virginia, flying in there for little to no gain. They gave him the spot up to 2 yards. Once again, a pretty generous spot up to the 34 of Bluefield. 2nd down and 8 now.
2nd and 8.
The Rams once again with 3 down linemen. We haven't seen that many blitzes today. Furness on these little short passes hasn't been pressured immensely. 2nd down and 8. Movement by the guard, and this time there is one of the easier false starts you're going to call all year if you're a referee. It's going to be booked on Chris Carter.
Number 61, offense. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 8 turns to 2nd down and 13. 10.5 minutes remain in the first quarter. Still got to look for that statement from Bluefield College's defense. We saw it last week with a couple of interceptions. But now Union on these 2nd down and longs, 3rd down and shorts, they've been able to convert early on in this drive. 2nd down and 13, fakes the handoff, fires middle. It's too low for Earl Wells. Krista Berry was on his back on solid coverage. And now it'll be 3rd down and 13 with a new defensive front coming in. Logan Petrone, Michael Barnes, and Miles Hunt Cruz lining up as the nose guard.
It seems like every pass play that they're running, it's either a short into the flats or it's just a short slant.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything go long distance yet.
The targets have just been 2 different guys as well, Rasheed Holloway and Earl Wells. 3rd down and 13 from their own the Bluefield 39-yard line. Snap on 3rd down and long. Furness lets it fly right side, tipped and incomplete. Well, he threw up a hand and nearly made the one-handed grab, Emmanuel Dawsey, but it's incomplete. 4th down and 13, and now we will see the punter for Union College.
The scary thing is that receiver was open. He had plenty of space. The quarterback just overthrew him a little bit.
Oh, Christian Glover comes out to punt. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if he throws up two hands, he might make that catch right there. Still a tough ball, but very open. So 4th down and 13 from the 39. Tyrese Henry, who took a punt back to the house against Union last year, will deep to receive at his own 10. Glover, it's a low punt and takes a Union roll inside the 15-yard line. A flag came out on the far side, which is interesting, seeing a flag where this one was not even thought about being returned by Bluefield College's Tyrese Henry. And as it stands right now, the ball is spotted at the 14. That's where Bluefield will set up shop. So Bluefield College's offense ready to go out. Or are they, Alex? Because it looks like the defense is not ready to go off onto the sideline yet.
Yeah, the defense is still on the field.
Meanwhile, Bluefield College, or excuse me, Union College's defense is ready to go. This one gets chillier and chillier. Folks, it finally feels like fall here in Bluefield, West Virginia, where last week we were really sweating in the sauna that is Mitchell Stadium. In front of a lesser crowd, you can expect that on a team that's, or at least for Union, not really bringing that many fans, a longer trip. And also fall break here at Bluefield College. Still looking for this call. And here it is.
Holding number 21 on the kicking team. 10-yard penalty will be assessed from the previous spot. So 4th down.
So they're going to have to re-kick it. And Andre Lynn, the head coach of Union, ran out onto the field after that. I think that Bluefield wanted to decline. I have no idea. I don't think the officials have a great grasp of this either.
It's strange to hear a holding call on the kicking team.
Yeah.
Especially on a punt that wasn't even returned.
Holding number 14 on the returning team.
Oh, all right.
Blue ball, 1st down.
Well, that makes more sense. The hold is on Bluefield instead of Union. And he also called it on a 14 for Bluefield. There were no number 14s on the field either. So that is a play that will go down in infamy. The Rams will start out at their own 7-yard line. Alex, what do you need to see out of Bluefield's offense on this first drive?
I say it every week. We got to get a run game going. We need that run game to succeed.
Tavis White lines up as that running back for Bluefield College. Wilder in the gun. 1st down and 10 from the 7. They'll give it to White. Line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. Hit immediately on the play by Zion McCray, the defensive end, blowing it up for a 1-yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Well, Bluefield has been dealing with the woes of having a young offensive line now for the past 2 seasons. This year more than ever. 2nd down and 11 from their own 6-yard line. 3-down lineman Zion McCray, the defensive end on the far side. They give it to White again. This time he cuts up the middle. 15 and upended across the 20-yard line and up to the 22. After losing a yard, he gained some more back. 1st down Bluefield.
Feels good to see them run the ball downfield like that.
So they go from the 6 to the 22. It's a gain of 16 for Bluefield College. One of the larger runs we've seen all season. Snap to Wilder, another handoff to White, cutting near side 30, breaks a tackle across the 35 and dances up to the 39-yard line. Good enough for another 1st down.
Same exact play as well.
17-yard gain for Bluefield. And they'll give it up to the 40-yard actually, or the 40-yard line actually. So 18 yards. Another handoff to White up the middle, crosses the 45, now the 50 and slipped up. Boy, he had real estate up the near sideline. Once again, good enough for a 1st down on a gain of 11.
This Bluefield offense is moving. They ran the same run play 3 plays in a row. Let's see if they do it again.
They are challenging the defensive line of Union. 1st down and 10. They will run it again. White up the middle, spins across the Union College 45-yard line, and that's actually where they will stop him. And even though the other runs were a little bit bigger, there's nothing wrong with that run either. 2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard run.
4-yard run, I'll take that every play.
Right. Bringing a new running back for Bluefield College. Snap to Wilder, handoff middle. It's Xavier Freeman. This time nowhere to go. Zion McCray making another crucial tackle on this drive. It'll be 3rd down and about 5 after the gain of 1.
Number 20, Xavier Freeman, the ball carrier for the Rams. Full gain on the play brings up 3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5 for Bluefield. They need to get it to the 39 of Union. In the gun to receiver's far side. Snap to Wilder, handoff Freeman. Up the middle, breaks the tackle. Shimmy shake move across the 35 and backpedals up across the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Bluefield. Rams have not thrown the ball yet. And if you watch any Bluefield College football under Dewey Lusk, that is extremely out of character. Running the ball and doing it well. Snap on first down, handoff Freeman, breaks on the left side, turns the corner, 25 far sideline, looking for more room, a stiff arm move, and pushed out of bounds up across the 25, nearing the 23-yard line. This will be second down and short for Bluefield. The freshman running back from Tampa, Florida, getting a couple of calls.
This run game is really connecting right now.
And Freeman is still in on second down and 2. We'll have to see if they run again. They will, with Wilder this time on a fake 15, cutting at the 10, still on his feet, nearing the 5 and brought down. It's a first down for Bluefield to the 6-yard line. Gain of 16 for the quarterback from Oregon, first and goal Bluefield.
Gain on the play brings up a Bluefield College.
So this Rams drive started out at their own 7-yard line. They have moved down the field at will in the run game. 7:15 left to go. First down and goal in this first quarter from the 6-yard line. Far hash in the gun again. Handoff White. Up the middle he goes, and nearing the end zone. It's flattened down at the 2-yard line on a gain of 4. Well, Bluefield will have to see if they just keep going with this true run game here. Union College already looks tired on this drive after the Rams have been able to run all over them. Second down and goal from the 2-yard line. White the lone setback. Wilder in the gun, rolls out right, tucks and runs towards the end zone. Touchdown. What a drive for Bluefield. All running plays and a 93-yard drive capped off on a rush from Aiden Wilder. It's 6-0 Rams.
And that's a rare sight. No pass plays on the entire drive. You got to love it, though.
So an incredible drive for Bluefield. The first time they have led all season. And Tanner Griffith trying to make it 7-0 with the wind blowing left to right. Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and good. 7-0 Bluefield. Rams drove right down the field to take the lead against Union with now 6:39 left to go in the first quarter. Welcome back, everybody. Rams lead 7-0 after a 93-yard drive to the end zone. Aiden Wilder on the 3-yard rush to the right as Tanner Griffith steps up and the junior boots it deep down the field, and it will be watched on a bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So looking at that Bluefield College drive, Alex, it was incredible because Bluefield did not pass one time after really the past couple of years of Dewey Lusk. The identity revolves around a throwing quarterback, and with White, Freeman, the two young running backs, and then the veteran quarterback into the end zone, Bluefield leads for the first time this year.
I mean, if you're having runs that are breaking for 16 yards at a time, why pass it?
Right. And Union just looked on their back heels that entire drive defensively. Kendrick Furness and Union picked up a couple of first downs. His last drive out that stalled out after another false start penalty. They line up in the shotgun again, spreading the ball out. Two receivers either side. First down and 10. 6:39 left to go in the first quarter. Man in motion, Earl Wells. They'll hand it off to Eccles up the middle, and actually Furness will keep it, and he won't get very far. DeMarcus Wimbush on the tackle, the All-American linebacker from Danville, Virginia. Gives him about 2 yards on the gain for the quarterback from North Myrtle Beach. Second down and 8. So Union, a team, their identity surely is on passing the ball. They've had a couple of open receivers today on these little check down passes. On second down, Rams showing blitz with Carter Fry on the far side. Furness saw that, picked it up, and now he will call an audible. and moves Jalen Eccles, the redshirt freshman running back, from his left now to his right on 2nd down and 9 from the 26. Snap, Furness dumps it right, incomplete. Another check down pass looking for Dawsey, I believe, on the far side, and it goes right near the turf. It'll be 3rd down and 9, and the Rams looking to force their first 3 and out on the defensive side today.
The last time they went 3rd and long, they had that open receiver downfield. Let's see if they go again with that play.
Yeah, the catch was almost made that time by Rasheed Holloway. Manuel Dawsey lines up as the wide receiver with Greg Amos on the near side. Charles Turner picking up the receiver in the slot. 2 receivers on the far side, masked by Chris DeBerry and I believe Jonathan Green. 3rd down and 9. Furness back, checks it left, caught by Earl Wells across the 30-yard line. Tornado to the ground by DeMarcus Wimbush at the 31-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 6 to go, and the Rams force a 3 and out.
DeMarcus Wimbush did a great job keeping up with that slot receiver.
Well, for DeMarcus Wimbush making the adjustment there after Bluefield was caught sleeping on a couple of those dump passes in the first drive. They make Union pay for it here. 4th down and 5. Back to punt once more. Tyrese Henry at the 41-yard line to receive it. It's a good snap. He punts it away. It's a short one. Taking a bounce in Union territory and rolling for Bluefield. So the Rams will get the ball at the 39-yard line of Union. If you're the Bulldogs, you cannot ask for a worse start as far as the special teams go. Those 2 punts, unfortunately for Christian Glover, have not gone very far. So now the Rams got to wonder, will Union make any adjustments on the defensive side here to stop this Rams run game?
They've almost had no time to sit down and talk with the coaches to make adjustments. They went 3 and out really quick.
So 1st down and 10 from the Union 39-yard line. Rams already lead 7-0, their first lead of the season. Jaquan Ebron, the lone receiver on the near side as the ball is set up on the far hash with 2 receivers on that sideline. Snap to Wilder. Wilder, they'll run it again with, White. And he gets up to the 37-yard line. A bit of shoving and pushing after a 2nd down and 8.
I believe that was our shortest run so far, which is great to say.
Right. Tavis White got his name right this time. 2nd down and 8. Only got 2 yards, but he was a big part of that first half of the first drive. Lining up, 2nd down and 8. Greg Ebron in motion, fakes the jet sweep. Wilder room to run across the 30, far sideline, 25, 20, 15, juking move, and a flag sails in. I believe this could be coming back. Lowell Patron right in the direction of that flag at the 29-yard line. A Union man was down.
I believe they're going to get him for holding.
Have to see the call here. We know that Patron was involved in this penalty no matter if it was on Bluefield or Union.
Number 10, offense.
And it will be on him.
Go. 2nd down.
I got to wonder where this call is going to be, though, because where was the hold at? If it was across the 30, that's a 1st down already. And now it'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 38-yard line. Bluefield sets up once again in the gun, negated on what would have been a great run for Aiden Wilder, who already has scored the touchdown today. A Rams running back has not scored a touchdown in 2019. They run the jet sweep this time with Greg Ebron, cuts up at the 35 and twirls down there at the 34.5-yard line. A gain of 4. It'll be 3rd down and about 4 to go for Bluefield College. Make it 3rd down and 5.
And on the play brings up 3rd and 5.
Now you have to wonder, will they try to just run it again, or maybe this will be the first pass of the game, Alex?
We'll have to see. I think this might be a pass right here.
It seems like Patron territory, such a red zone threat, especially last season. Lining up on the far side on 3rd down and 6 from the 35. Play action, Wilder steps back, whips it left side, caught by Deshaun Caldwell. Has the 1st down across the 30-yard line, spun out at the Union College 25. He went down after he crossed the sideline, and no flag is called. 1st down Bluefield on the first pass of the game. And what are we, about 11 plays in? Very rare for Bluefield. That was their first pass of the game, already leading 7-0 now at the 25-yard line.
Where this run game is going so well, they are chewing the clock up of this first quarter.
3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Wilder fakes the run, then hands it off left for Tavis White across the 15-yard line and spins across the 10. Another flag out for Bluefield, though, on the far side. I guess I shouldn't say for Bluefield, but have to just assume if it's at the line of scrimmage, this will be a hold, and that far sideline judge is miming that, and we'll get the call here.
Holding, number 17, offense. 10-yard penalty, still, first down.
So 2 holds called on Bluefield's wide receivers in this drive. The first one on Patron and the second one on the freshman from D.C., Greg Ebron. That'll push the Rams back across the 30-yard line now to the 32. First down and very long coming up for Bluefield. Lining up in the gun, 2 receivers bunched to the far side, one on the near side. Run the exact same play with White across the 30-yard line. This time Union was ready. Linebacking core led by Jay Brown, a junior from Roanoke, Alabama, wrapping him up there.
Number 28, White, the ball carrier for the Rams.
It's a 3-yard gain. Now second down and long. Well, we see with Mike Ketchum and Dewey Lusk here, when they're calling these plays, they're like, well, that works. Let's run it again.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. If the play goes for 10 yards, they're just going to keep running until it stops.
Freeman is now the running back to the right of Aiden Wilder. Second down and 14 from the 29 of Union. Shotgun snap. Wilder looks to throw. Heaves it down the middle. Ebron makes the catch. Touchdown, Bluefield. 29-yard dart to the end zone. And Jaquan Ebron, the young man from Charlotte, puts Bluefield on the board some more. It's 13-0 with a PAT coming up.
That was a beautiful pass and an even better catch.
Just a great throw. Bluefield, first lead of the season, their first 2-touchdown lead of the season. Snap, the kick is up and good. 14-0. Rams have scored on the first 2 drives. Looking good here at Mitchell Stadium with 1:59 left to go in the first quarter. Welcome back, everybody. Rams lead 14-0 after the pass from Aiden Wilder to Jaquan Ebron. He was wide open down the middle of the field. Bluefield College leading by 2 scores as Tanner Griffith steps up to boot this one away, and he does. All the way back deep in the end zone. And boy, Tanner Griffith, I have to give him credit. A couple weeks ago when the Rams were playing in Kentucky, I was talking about Tanner Griffith where he doesn't really get as much leg on these kickoffs. He must have heard me indirectly because he has been a machine on these touchbacks lately. So good for the junior from Gloucester, Virginia. It'll be first down and 10 for Union from the 25-yard line. And well, Bluefield College's defense, that was their first 3-and-out against Union. It was only their second drive, but the Rams, they made an adjustment on those little check down passes, and DeMarcus Wimbush made a key tackle.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like they're going to go with a lot more deeper passes right now since DeMarcus Wimbush seems to be covering well right now.
First down and 10. Furness trying to air the ball out. Snap. Instead, they'll hand it off, and it won't get very far. Look at the Rams there. Michael Barnes and Sam Kirtley bringing down Drew Carson on his first carry of the ball game. Second down and 11. That pushes him back to the 24-yard line. If you're just now joining us, we are almost done with the first quarter. 1 minute and 40 seconds and counting here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. And this first quarter of play. Furness in the gun, spreading out, second down and 11. 3 down linemen for Bluefield. Kirtley showing blitz up the middle. Furness calls an audible. Trying to adjust to that blitz as he steps up to the line of scrimmage, calls for something new. Carson moves from the right to the left, now back to the right. Play clock is down to 5 seconds for Furness. Now down to 3, 2, 1, and had to call a timeout. Rams defense did not give him any looks he loved right there, so we will take a break on the Rams Digital Sports Network. 1:10 left to go. First quarter, Bluefield enjoying it. It's 14-0. There's a short timeout for Union. 2nd down and 11 from their own 24-yard line. Rams leading 14-0 with 1:10 left to go in the first quarter. They'll fake the handoff to Carson, rolling out right. Furness still looking, chased down by Logan Patron, threw the ball away. Furness not wrapped down, threw the flag out at the last second. This one could potentially be an intentional grounding here unless Logan Patron got a piece of the face mask.
This call's going to be interesting. It didn't look like, from here it didn't look like he had his face mask or it was rough in the pass.
Well, the call wasn't interesting at all, Alex, because he just waved it off. So there goes that 3rd down and 11. It did look like it could be an intentional grounding because no one was in the area, but he was out of the pocket. Ball got very close to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and 11. Earl Wells, the wide receiver, targeted a few times on that the first drive. Lines up as a slot receiver on the near side. Now he's in the backfield. 3rd down and 11 for Furness. Chest high snap, drops back, looks to draw up the middle. He will, crossing the 25, now at the 30, dancing up into the grasp of DeMarcus Wimbush. A yard short. It's a 10-yard gain to the 34-yard line. And once again, the punt team is coming out for Union.
The way Union's punts have been going, it's almost worthy to think of going for this.
Well, I think they've also taken that into note and now bringing out a new punter.
Number 9, Tyrese Henry.
Tyrese Henry is back to receive inside of the Bluefield 35-yard line. And this is a brand new man back to punt for Union College. Good high snap, steps up and punts it away. This is much better. Flag coming out as the ball slants down at the 40-yard line, takes a Union roll to the Bluefield 38. It was kicked away by Josh Smith, a defensive back from Shelby, North Carolina. There's a flag down at the 50-yard line.
I believe it's either going to be holding or blocking the back.
Once again, we have seen flags.
Holding, number 23, on the return team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
So it's a flag on
Timeout.
Chris DeBerry. 9 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Bluefield calls a timeout. And to talk this one over right before the end of the first quarter, so Bluefield did not call a timeout. It's an injury timeout at the 25-yard line. Man for Union is down. Well, for Bluefield College, Alex, these are the best 2 drives we have seen out of them all year, especially that first one, starting out at their own 7-yard line and moved on all runs, all rushes, all the way down the field, and Aiden Wilder with the pretty pass. It's important for a first quarter for Bluefield because finally a little bit of confidence is clicking there, and the Rams can believe going into Appalachian Division play.
Absolutely. It seems like the offensive line is getting a little confidence. Everybody, it's a momentum swing right now. Everybody's going in the same direction.
Well, the wide receivers have been open for Bluefield, and those 2 passes that Aiden Wilder has thrown, only 2 passes. First down and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Once again in the gun with the wind sailing around. Snap, handoff White, up the middle. High steps across the 30 to the 31. Linebacking core there for the Bulldogs. And it's a gain of 3. That is it for the first quarter of play. Bluefield College taking their first lead of the year and doing it in 2 great drives. 14-0 Bluefield over Union here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Second quarter ready to begin. 14-0 the score. Second down and 7 now across the 31-yard line of Bluefield. Rams primarily running the ball here in this game. Second down and 7 to go. 3 down linemen for Union. Shotgun snap. Wilder checks down the flat, lobs it down the middle. Jaquan Ebron makes the catch in stride. 20, 15, 10, 5. Is he in? Yes, sir, he is. Touchdown, Bluefield. 69 yards to the end zone. Second touchdown reception of the game for Jaquan Ebron. And boy, Bluefield looks good so far, Alex.
Absolutely. That was a beautiful pass. And he turned on the Jets once he caught that ball.
Longest passing play of the year for Bluefield College. Second longest, I should say. Lowell Patron had a 75-yard touchdown. But now for Bluefield, 69 yards to the end zone. Tanner Griffith trying to make it 21-0. Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and good. Bluefield leads 21-0. Just 11 seconds in to this second quarter. $21-0 the score after the 69-yard touchdown reception. Tanner Griffith steps up on the kickoff for Bluefield and lets it fly short this time. Caught at the 15-yard line by McCroy. Crossing the 20-yard line, hit hard. Boy, he had nowhere to go. Tackle made for Bluefield on a great special teams play by Greg Ebron, the wide receiver. So he makes the tackle. They'll spot him down at the 21-yard line on what ends up being a 6-yard return. But, well, Alex, we have seen Bluefield College play this year, and some things just seem to go wrong. Nothing has gone wrong today for Bluefield College, especially in that first quarter and then on that first drive.
Yeah, everything is going on full cylinders. Everybody's clicking. Offense is doing good. Defense is doing good. Special teams is even doing good.
14-45 the score. Shotgun snap. Oh, my goodness. And on the fake, had me faked out as well. Eccles was hit hard in the backfield for Ness. Got up to the 29-yard line. Well, that is one heck of an RPO.
That was a big hit on a good fake.
Well, Eccles was the sacrificial lamb there on a 8-yard play, 2nd down and 2. Showing blitz again. Furness takes the low snap, looks to throw, pump fakes, fires down the far sideline, and it's caught by Greg Amos on an interception. Twisting around out of bounds, and the young man from the 757 has his first pick of the year. Well, Greg Amos posted on Twitter a few days ago, just want to get out of this slump, and that's how you do it, on a big interception right there, setting up Bluefield at their own 26-yard line.
It almost seemed like there wasn't a receiver. Like, everybody was having trouble finding that ball in the air. Even Amos was.
And the wind is twisting around. If you were here, you can see that the little pieces of tape on top of the field goal posts are flying all over the place. The American flag is pointing to the far side and then through the goal post. So I think even when the ball gets thrown up into the air, the trajectory gets torn all to mess because of the wind swirling around here at Mitchell Stadium as well. So it's an interception, the 4th one of the year for Bluefield College's defense, and their 3rd in the past 2 weeks. 1st down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Shotgun snap, handoff White near sideline, crossing the 25 and hit for a couple of yards there, nearing the 28-yard line. Tackle made by Josh Smith, who we also saw punt, had the best punt of the day. 2nd down and 8. So White, the running back for Bluefield. We've seen Tavis White. We've seen Xavier Freeman. We haven't seen Josh Wilson yet. But this is the best rushing game for Bluefield College all season, and we're just in the 2nd quarter. 2nd down and 8. Wilder back to throw all day, rolling right, still looking, tries to set his feet, throws middle. It's caught for the 1st down. A flag came out at the end. Jaquan Ebron made the catch, who already has 2 touchdowns today. And this one could be going on Union, even with the catch on Mario Black, the defensive back.
I have no idea how he caught that ball.
Well, for Bluefield, this will be personally deflating for Jaquan Ebron if this PI is called on him, if he had pushed off before. It's a 1st down if the catch is made. Mario Black is talking with the official right now. And they're like trying to mime out to each other what pass interference is.
Number 21, defense. Ball places spot of the foul, automatic. 1st down.
So it's a 1st down for Bluefield. And it looks like the Rams accepted it. They said ball spotted at the spot of the foul, but it looks like where the ball was caught anyway. So 1st down and 10 now from the 38-yard line for Bluefield. And the gun again, Wilder fakes the run to the right, hands off near side, White trying to get to the line of scrimmage, and Jay Brown, that's the best tackle of the game for Union. White did not get very far, just a 2-yard gain for Bluefield. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Union's definitely starting to figure out these runs. We're starting to average less and less on each attempt.
So actually 3rd down and 8, right? Well, Union trying to make the adjustments, and you can't expect to get 17 yards every carry, but Bluefield is still trying to run the ball. 2nd down and 8 from the gun. Wilder back, time to throw, chucks it down the near sideline. Patron, that ball's caught. Who caught it is the question across the 20-yard line. Union trying to say they have it, and they do. Interception was made by Malik Watt for Union. Patron still with it now, but on that 50-50 ball, they gave the benefit of the doubt to the defense, and it's an interception for Aiden Wilder. And it was a risky throw, Alex. Patron, just by his sheer athleticism, made that a good play and a questionable play that the Rams will probably be upset about. But, you know, you got to give the tip of the cap to Patron there to make that even a play, because it was a dangerous throw from Aiden Wilder.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be an easy pick, and then out of nowhere, here comes Patron and make a play on the ball, and I think Patron caught that ball.
So it's 21-0. Union trying to ease into this Bluefield lead here. Furness sets up at his own 19-yard line, going left to right, 3-down lineman for Bluefield. Handoff Eccles, big hole across the 20, 25, still on his feet at the 30. Shoestring tackle up at the 34-yard line. And Union is all fired up after a big gain from the running back.
There's some pushing and shoving going on in the backfield.
Well, you remember last year we had players get ejected on both sides in this matchup in Barberville, Kentucky. Not a lot of love lost between Bluefield College and Union, and that's just how Appalachian Division play ends up being. First down and 10 at the 34-yard line of Union. Furness in the gun. Threw a pick his last time he threw the ball to Greg Amos. And the Rams subsequently giving the ball back on another interception. 12:20 left to go, second quarter. Play clock down to 7. Now at 5. Furness still in the gun. A deep shotgun as he drops back, hands off Eccles, left side. Eccles breaks a tackle across the 40, far sideline. Lost the ball. It's on the ground. Rams say they have it. Do they? Yes, they do. First down, Bluefield.
That ball was recovered by Amos.
So Amos with the fumble recovery, it appears. He's just gotten the last 2 turnovers for Bluefield. There goes your slump. First down and 10, now in Union territory. So at the 47-yard line, Eccles on a great run, lost the ball. All of that momentum for Union now out the window after forcing a turnover. First down and 10 for the Rams at the 47-yard line. Caldwell, Patron, the 2 wide receivers on the near side. And the gun is Wilder. Has White to the right of him, the running back, the lone running back. Snap to Wilder, another play where they fake the run to the right and hand off to the left. And White, that's been his bread and butter, gets up to the 43-yard line for a 4-yard gain. Second down and 6.
If you're still getting 4 yards per carry, you can't complain about that.
No, just keep running it.
Absolutely. Just keep running it all the way down the field.
And that was one of the fastest first quarters in recent memory because of Bluefield's intention to run the ball on most of the plays. Second down and 6. Handoff White again, and he cartwheels his way across the 40-yard line. The ball came out at the end, but the judge on the near side says that it was after he hit the turf. So up across the 40-yard line, they might spot him at the 40, and that's where they will have him. At the 40-yard line, it'll be third down and 3. And for White, limping off of the field, what a first half he's had, but you got to expect that on a play like that when you are going airborne, that you might not land in the most incredible way that feels great on your right leg.
I used to always think it was a goal of mine to go airborne on plays, and then in college, going airborne, it's the scariest thing you ever go through.
Well, now on third down, the Rams, will they go airborne to get the first down? Snap, and now Wilder on a draw, cuts to the right. He's tripped up in the backfield. So now it'll be fourth down and 3 at the 40-yard line. And I think at this no man's land part of the field and how well you've been running the ball today, you're already up 21-0. Well, just took the words right out of my mouth. The Rams are going to try to pin them deep here on a punt. Now the punt team is taking their time to get out to the field. Tanner Griffith punts for the first time today for Bluefield. 10.5 minutes remain in this first half. Bluefield leading 21-0. Back at the 45, Tanner Griffith. Lone receiver back at the 10-yard line for Union. Low snap, Griffith reels it in and boots it high in the air on a duck spiraling punt. Caught at the 20-yard line. It's a fair catch. Rams hit him anyway, and the subsequent flag. Well, you just can't do that. Everybody in the stadium saw that it was a fair catch. He wrapped him up but did not bring him down.
Yeah, you got to know better than that. You got to be able to see the hands come up and see the fair catch, and you know you can't run into them.
That's on Mikel Banks for Bluefield. So wrapped him up. And I think he thought since he held up it wouldn't be called.
Number 25 on the kicking team. 15-yard penalty will be assessed when the ball was caught. First down.
So it's a 15-yard penalty. Union getting a gift that they need, moves them up to the 35-yard line. First down and 10 with 10:15 to go. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Bailey Engel, Alex Martin on the call for you here. Mitchell Stadium is the setting for this Appalachian Division opener. Bulldogs, the snap is to Furness. Handoff on a sweep to Eccles across the 40-yard line. Breaks free 50, 45, 30. Far sideline 25. Still on his feet across the 20 and dragged down in the red zone. Boy, he shot out of a cannon there on a gigantic gain. Union in the red zone for the first time. There's a flag, though, all the way back at the Bluefield, or excuse me, the Union 38-yard line. A man is down. It appears for Bluefield College at the 11. And this one might be coming back, Alex.
Bluefield College Rams football team. Coaches
Yeah, absolutely. I've noticed they've been holding on every one of those outside run plays.
It's not only about football, it relates to the game of life.
And it is a hold, so a huge gouge against Bluefield will not count. It's a hold on Union. And boy, they let that play go on as Eccles kept going inside of the 20-yard line. The official has not turned his microphone off, so that wind sounds very nice, and now he turns it off. Well, there's a problem with that microphone every week. The officials don't usually know how to use it, it seems. Now the Rams are conversing here. It's Greg Amos that was hurt on the play, still getting helped off of the field. That's unfortunate for Amos, already having the interception, Alex, as well as the fumble recovery. He's getting helped off of the field. That was one of his better quarters of play throughout the entire season.
Absolutely. He was having a heck of a first half.
So Amos helped off of the field by the training staff. Josh Schroyer leading the way for Bluefield on the training staff, and now Amos will be 10-2 on the sideline. First down and 17 from their own 28-yard line. Snap to Furness, pump fake, whips it left side on a screen, caught there across the 30, nearing the 35-yard line. On that little dump pass, Gerald Evans, the receiver. Looked like he got to the original line of scrimmage there. Close to second down and 10, yes, at the 35-yard line. So it's a gain of 7. Two receivers near side, second down and 10, 9:43 left to go. And the gun, Eccles, the running back to the left of Furness. On a hard snap count, 3 down linemen for Bluefield do not fold. Linebackers in DeBerry, Kirtley, as well as DeMarcus Wimbush. Snap. Handoff Eccles near side. Hole is there as he crosses the 35, but Bluefield there for a moment as DeMarcus Wimbush made the tackle. They are trying these outside rushes, and a flag comes out. This might go on Travis Clinch for Bluefield. Lots of barking between these two teams for the past 2 seasons. I just say the past 2 seasons. Alex, you've been on the field. I'm sure it's gone on longer than that.
Oh, yeah, it's gone ever since I was a freshman and hitting the field. It's always a tough rivalry.
And sportsmanlike conduct, number 23, defense. 15-yard penalty will be assessed at the end of the run. Automatic first down. This is number 23's first unsportsmanlike penalty.
So that's on Travis Clinch. And that's a costly penalty, Alex, because it wasn't a big gain, and now Union has the ball in Bluefield territory. At the 46-yard line, first and 10, 9:05 remaining first half. Furness lines up in the shotgun formation. Rams with a blitzer on the near side, and Chris DeBerry matched up with Earl Wells. 2 receivers perched down on the far side for the quarterback, Furness. Play clock is down to 3 as they hand it off to Eccles, and Logan Patrone crashing off the edge makes the tackle for the short gain. So they move the ball across the 45 to the 43. Now it'll be second down and 7. Now that defensive front, they were strong last week against Emory and Henry, Alex, and Logan Patrone, the freshman from Newport News, a decent tackle there.
Absolutely. This Bluefield defense has done pretty well against the run.
So second down and 7. The Rams have already forced 2 turnovers today. Knee-high snap to Furness, drops back, throws middle, caught on a bobble across the 35, nearing the 30, and twirled down for the first down at the 30-yard line. Rasheed Holloway making the catch, and Union moving the chains into Bluefield territory a little bit deeper now at the 30. They will not huddle as the Rams bring out a new platoon of defensive linemen. First down and 10 from the 30-yard line. 2 receivers pinched out on either side with Rasheed Holloway as well as Emmanuel Dawsey on the far side. Earl Wells, the slot receiver, and actually Holloway is on this side. First down and 10. Snap and a handoff to Carson up the middle. DeMarcus Wimbush stood him up, needed some help, and he got it from Kayshawn Ridgel and a few other helping hands there. Push the ball across the 30 to the 27-yard line. Second down and 7. Haley Engel, Alex Martin on the call for you here. Under 7.5 minutes to play in the first half. Rams scored 21-0 on their first 3 drives of the ball game. Second down and 7 in the gun. Drew Carson, the 5'11" running back to the right of Furness, who stands at 6 foot. On second down and 7, will he air it out? Yes, he will. Steps back, lifts it on the near side, running out of bounds. Earl Wells across the 25 for a short gain. Stomping him out of bounds that time was Chris DeBerry. And now it'll be third down and about 3 from the 24-yard line.
Union, once again, they're going to those short out routes.
And now with short yardage, we have to wonder, will Bluefield make the adjustment again and have it covered? 2 receivers near side. 2 on the far side. In the gun, Carson, the running back, on third down and 3. Furness back to throw. Pressured, tipped in the air, off of the throw. Rams recover it, but it was an incomplete pass. And I believe that was Chris DeBerry that got a hand on it. Either that or Colin O'Donnell. And a big-time play in the backfield for Bluefield to throw the hands up and deflect the pass to make it 4th down and 3.
Yeah, that small little gesture to get your hands up makes a big difference. Right there we saw a tipped pass that could easily got to a first down.
And it was almost picked off as the ball was tipped up in the air. So now 4th down and 3 from the 24-yard line of Bluefield. This is the deepest Union has gotten into Bluefield territory tonight. 3 down linemen on 4th down and 3. Snap to Furness, looks to throw, fires middle, incomplete. Good job by Jonathan Green, but a flag came out at the end. Well, it appeared to be clean for Jonathan Green, but then the pass interference called right at the end. And that'll move the chains for Union. They're not wasting any time moving up right to the spot of the ball.
Pass interference. Number 6, defense. The ball will place the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
So a first down now inside of the 15-yard line to the 13 of Bluefield. Rams still trying to pitch a shutout here. First down and 10 from the 13. 6.5 minutes to play. Eccles, the running back, to the right. Only 2 down linemen, delayed handoff to Eccles, turning the corner far side across the 10. Yanked down near the 5-yard line by Sam Kirtley. That looked to be a dangerous tackle, but he didn't get a clean horse collar. So after the JBL clothesline, if you will, it'll be second down and short.
Yeah, those hits are always the dangerous hits that you got to watch out for safety. Even though it wasn't illegal, it's still a dangerous hit.
Second down and 2 now. Rams line up with 3 down linemen trying to get to the 3-yard line. Another handoff to Eccles. It looks like he's got the first down right up the middle at the 2-yard line. That'll move the chains. First down and goal. So now a flag comes out at the end right after the play. And we're seeing another chippy game between Union College and Bluefield College with the the running back, and Eccles was down.
Looks like this is going to be unsportsmanlike on Union.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 67, offense. 15-yard penalty will be assessed in the end of the run. This is number 67's first unsportsmanlike foul.
So Chandler Love is the guilty culprit on a unsportsmanlike foul penalty. Moves it back 15 yards. Makes it tougher for Union College here.
I'm kind of surprised that's the first unsportsmanlike conduct that's been called this game. Union's been a little chippy. I don't know what's exactly going on down there, but it's been chippy all game so far.
Lots of late shrugs, pushing and shoving.
Absolutely.
Second down and long. Need to get it up to the 3. Make a change here. Shotgun snap. Furness looks left, dumps left. It's caught at the 10-yard line. Juking move across the 10, and he's brought down to the 9. Ball is out. It's picked up by Bluefield across the 25. Now at the 30, Tyrese Henry still on his feet, dancing across the 45-yard line. If it stands, it's another turnover, the 3rd of the game, and Tyrese Henry picking on his old enemy of Union with a big-time fumble recovery.
I don't see any flags on the field so far.
So there's a man down for Union at the 10-yard line, but Tyrese Henry, he scored 2 touchdowns against the Bulldogs last year, now picking up a fumble on the far side. The second straight drive where Union fumbled the ball.
concession stand is located in the south end of the end zone. Proceeds benefit the Bluefield
And
College
now
athletics.
Rams will set up
Pizza, snacks,
at the
and
46-yard
more
line.
at the concession stand in the south end of the end zone.
First down and 10 with 5:10 left to go in the first half. The wind picking up here at Mitchell Stadium. The Rams have forced now 3 turnovers. There's a man down for Union. Rams are trying to think this one over. We'll take a break as well. First down and 10 at the 46. First down and 10 from the 46-yard line. The hurt player was Emmanuel Dawsey. Man in motion. Greg Ebron fakes the jet sweep. Aiden Wilder on first down. Got nowhere. So he got to the 45. It's about a yard loss. It'll be second down and 11. Rams, the turnovers have hurt them in the past, and even though tonight Aiden Wilder has thrown a pick, the turnovers are benefiting Bluefield. Greg Amos with a fumble recovery as well as an interception. Tyrese Henry with the fumble recovery and return to give Bluefield the ball at the 46-yard line. Second down and 11. 4:40 left to play in this first half. 2 receivers out to the far side. Wilder in the gun, takes the snap, aims to throw, dumps it left. White hit immediately by Josh Smith. A flag came out in the backfield, and the defensive end, Zion McCray, is not excited about that one. It looks like this one could be going 15 yards for Bluefield. Can't have the late hits, Alex.
Those late hits are the worst. I mean, there's a definite momentum change.
Roughing the passer, number 7, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So the chippy game intends to be chippier there with another late penalty.
It's only going to get worse.
Right. 21-0 the score, 4.5 minutes to play, 4:25 to be exact. Now in the 40-yard line of Union, 3 down linemen for the Bulldogs. Ebron, the wide receiver, going left to right in motion. Hand off the middle. White still has it as he crossed the 30-yard line. At one point, he looked back, so I thought he lost the ball, but he crossed the 30 after he was in the middle of that pile, scooted his way out, and it moves the chains for Bluefield at the 29.
I love seeing a good run game. I'll keep saying it over and over.
Well, the Rams have heard you up here. They have kept running the ball in this first half. 3:57 to play, first down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Ebron in motion again from left to right. Wilder in the gun. He will hand it off to White, stonewalled at the line of scrimmage. This time he won't break it as Zion McCray lays the finishing touches on a no-gain play. Second down and 10. They'll actually move it to the 9-yard line, or the 29, second down and 9. Seen 2 touchdowns today from Jaquan Ebron, one on a 69-yard bomb, the other from 29 yards out. 3:22 left to go in the half. Wilder on second down, steps up, heaves it far sideline, wide open man, caught at the 7, juking for space, nearing the pylon, spinning in there. He's in, touchdown. Jaquan Ebron, his third touchdown reception of the game, and it's 27-0 Bluefield.
There was nobody around him. That was perfect play call. I just don't understand how there was no defender around him.
Well, Ebron is putting on a show in the first half of this one, 27-0. 29-yard pass to the Charlotte native. Good snap. The hold is there. The kick is up and splitting the uprights. 28-0. Bluefield leads here against Union on the Rams Digital Sports Network with 3:11 to play in the first half. Bluefield leads. Jaquan Ebron with 3 touchdown receptions in this first half. Tanner Griffith sides up the ball and kicks it away. And it's a looper on the far side, caught at the 13-yard line, crossing the 20, far sideline 25, and runs out of bounds, nearing the 30 at the 28. On the return for Union, it's Christian Glover. Now Bluefield's defense is back out. Well, the Rams got driven on in that last drive, Alex, but you see again, they forced the ball out. Tyrese Henry off of the turnover, setting up another touchdown drive for the Rams offense.
Yeah, another key thing that's playing a factor into Union moving the ball was a lot of penalties, and a lot of penalties that could have been prevented.
Late calls, holding calls.
Pass interference.
Right. First down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Union setting up shop in their own territory. Furness, the quarterback, takes the snap, whips it left, caught by Holloway, getting a block across the 30, and Charles Turner, he wasn't blocked as he twirled him down at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, second down and 4. Make it second down and 5. So they're trying the short passes. Union has showed that they can get the first downs today, but when they get in Bluefield territory, they have coughed up the ball. And they also had a 4th down and short on a pass interference and then couldn't score after that. Second down and 5. Low snap, Furness picks it up off of the turf. Here comes the pressure from Logan Petrone. Near sideline, Furness throws it straight into the hands of Charles Turner. Near sideline, 40 and pushed out of bounds. Another interception, the first one of the season and the first one of his career as a Bluefield College Ram. Charles Turner, the young man from Baltimore, picking it off.
What a good 2 back-to-back plays he's had.
Yeah, the tackle and then the interception right into his grasp. So Bluefield College setting up at the 42-yard line.
On the Bulldogs' 42-yard line, 1st and 10.
First down and 10 from the 42-yard line. Alan Bowen, the tight end, the senior on the far side, switching places with Deshaun Caldwell. With 2:23 remaining, Rams will hand it off again. Xavier Freeman near side, 40, getting across that 40-yard line and tackled down at the 37. It'll be second down and 5.
Rams number 20, Xavier Freeman, the ball carrier.
Well, Bluefield College had not led before this game. Now they lead 28-0, and another man is down for Union. They've already lost Emmanuel Dawsey. Aiden Wilder with 3 touchdown passes, 1 on the ground as well. So 4 total touchdowns for the senior from Portland, Oregon today. How about Jaquan Ebron? The wide receiver has just been slam open, Alex.
Yeah, every catch he has is a touchdown, it seems like.
I'm trying to think if that's true.
He had that one short pass.
Right, across for a first down. And there was a pass interference
there was a
call.
pass interference.
The 2nd down and 5 now. Union player is still down. The Rams trying to set up here at the 37-yard line of Union. Leading now 28-0. Dewey Lusk looking for his 3rd win against Union as the head coach. And the man down for Union was Malik Watt, who already has an interception in this game.
On Facebook at Brewster College Athletics and on Twitter at Bluefield Rams.
2nd down and 6. Out the 37, Rams are taking their time. Malik Watt walking off of the field. We've seen a couple of injuries for Union. Rams had Greg Amos go out on one play, but Amos with an interception. Charles Turner with an interception for Bluefield. 28-0 Bluefield leads with 2 minutes left to play in this first half. Spreading out receivers, 2 on the near side, 1 on the far side. Handoff Freeman. Up the gut he goes across the 35 and at the 33. Gain of 4. Be 3rd down and short, about a yard. The Rams really are milking this clock. That was the big thing after seeing them run the ball so much in that first drive. That first quarter went by in almost real time, 15 minutes. Now 3rd down and 1 from the 33 of Union. Lining up in the gun again, Wilder getting the snap. He will try to throw it as he dumps over the middle. It's caught by Caldwell across the 15. What a spin move. And down at the 11, make it the 10-yard line. First down, Bluefield on a 23-yard pass from the Oregon native.
What a spin right there. That got the crowd cheered up a little bit.
So Caldwell, the freshman, really coming into his own as of late. So 1st down and 10 makes it 1st down and goal. Snap, handoff Freeman. McCray there. Or excuse me, yes, McCray, the defensive end. And a timeout called by Bluefield College. Minute 7 left to play in the first half. And Alex, this offense for Bluefield, they were just waiting for an opponent like this to try to bolster some confidence, because you look at the teams Bluefield has played, especially last week, Emory and Henry, they had some good plays on offense, but the turnovers were there. Bluefield has worked on ball security. Obviously, they haven't turned the ball over but just once in this game on a tough pass. I mean, everything is working well, and I think the biggest thing for Bluefield, the offensive line, really looks like they're a little bit more confident with this run game working.
Yeah, it seems like the offensive line, they're playing mad. They're getting after it every single play. They're giving Wilder time to pass the ball. They're opening the holes for the running back. Everything just seems to be clicking right now.
A 1st down and goal from the 10-yard line. Bluefield trying to cap off yet another touchdown drive. They called a timeout. That was their first one taken in this first half.
You talked about how fast the first quarter went by. The second quarter went by just as fast.
Well, Bluefield has still ran the ball ad nauseum in this one. Jaquan Ebron, 2nd down and goal, talking with his quarterback, Aiden Wilder. Ebron, even with the running game being the striking difference for Bluefield, Ebron with 3 touchdown receptions. Minute 7 left to go. Wilder, the snap, fakes the handoff to Freeman. Wilder rolling left, still looking, tucks and runs, and gets about a yard on the play. Chased down by DeMonte Bell, the linebacker. Well, coming up at halftime, we have Dr. Thomas Brewster here on Education Day, going to talk about Bluefield College football and more here at Mitchell Stadium. Actually talk about a Bluefield lead, which is great to see for Bluefield College's coaching staff has worked so hard. Lots of football to play, though. 1 minute, 1 second left in this first half. 3rd down and goal from the 7-yard line. Ebron and Ebron on the far side, Caldwell and Patron on the near side. Spreading out with Freeman, the running back. Union loading up the box. Wilder, play action, looks right, heaves it right. Jaquan Ebron, make it Greg Ebron. Touchdown, Bluefield. So Jaquan Ebron making 3 touchdown catches, and the other Ebron in this offense making some noise for a big-time touchdown. It's 34-0 Rams.
These receivers are having a field day. They're getting open on every single pass play.
Yeah, Greg Ebron, tip of the cap to him because he was absolutely open. Wilder had all day to wait for that pass to develop as Griffith toes up to the ball, kicks it, and that is good. 56 seconds left to go in the first half. Bluefield leads 35-0 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. It is now 35-0, 56 seconds left to play in the first half. 4 touchdown passes for Aiden Wilder. It's a high kick on the ground at the 20-yard line, picked up, and now room to run across the 30 and out the 35. That was kind of a dastardly-looking play for Christian Glover. After the ball hit the ground, he picked it up for a decent return. 50 seconds left in this first half. It's been a great one for Bluefield, who had not led going into tonight. They now lead by 5 touchdowns. Aiden Wilder, what a performance for him. The running game has been there, and I think that's why Wilder can really have success with this passing game, Alex, because if they respect the run game, they have to make sure that they have that covered, and then the passing game can really open up.
Exactly. That's perfect quote right there. If a run game is there, it opens up the pass game. It shouldn't be vice versa. It needs to start with the linemen, open up the holes, then the run game gets going, and then that brings in people, and then bam, you have a passing game right there.
Well, Bluefield College's defense has created havoc today. An interception for Greg Amos, as well as a fumble recovery, and a large return from Tyrese Henry, and then Charles Turner getting the interception on that last drive. Furness still the quarterback even through all of these turnovers with 50 seconds left. First down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Furness drops back, steps up, dumps it left, caught at the 40, then bobbled. Earl Wells still has it, far sideline, first down and more across the 40-yard line of Bluefield, and high stepping at the 36. A man is slow to get up for the Rams. Josh Schroyer and company were ready to jog out to relieve him, and it looked like that was Chris DeBerry. So that's a first down with the clock about to roll again. Union still has 2 timeouts. First down and 10 at the 36 of Bluefield. DeBerry getting off of the field at the last moment. On first down, handoff up the middle. Eccles backs his way to the 31-yard line. And I think Andre Lynn's going to call a timeout, and he will. So now a 5-yard gain, second down and 5. Union trying to get into the end zone, or at least onto the scoreboard for the first time today. Just now joining us, Bailey Engel and Alex Martin. We're happy to have you along for the ride here. 35-0 the score. Jaquan Ebron with 3 touchdowns. Greg Ebron with 1. Aiden Wilder has thrown 4 in the air and has also rushed for 1 on the ground in a game where Bluefield, where the main diagnosis was trying to get a run game going. They have done that against the Bulldogs to open up Appalachian Division play. And for Union, a couple of their runs have also looked pretty productive. Just those fumbles have really been the backbreaker.
Yeah, they've had some great plays. They've broken some tackles, moved the ball downfield, but at the end, they just stall out or the ball hits the ground.
So a housekeeping update here if you're watching at home, and also helping us. Colin O'Donnell is now wearing number 3, so your old number, Alex, because his jersey tore So he has to put on a new jersey. He's not on the field at the moment. On 2nd down and 5 with 33 seconds to play in the first half. DeBerry rushing off of the field, and I think the Rams had to call a timeout. They didn't have the right personnel on the field, and that must drive Dino Cackless crazy. So we'll take a break with 33 seconds left to go in the half. Bluefield leading comfortably 35-0. Welcome back, everybody. 2nd down and 5 with 33 seconds to go. From the 31, Furness chucks it near the end zone. It's caught. Into the end zone he goes. What a play. Touchdown. So Furness throwing the big-time bomb there. Trying to still see who that is. What a catch it was. I think it was Earl Wells for Union, and now they're on the board. It's 35-6.
Go for the Bulldogs touchdown.
Alex, what a play that was.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That catch was just perfect. He went up airborne, came down. He came down hard, too.
35-6. What a throw. What a catch. Kick is away and good. So Union is on the board with 27 seconds remaining in this half. 35-7 the score. Welcome back, everybody. First touchdown of the game for Union. It's 35-7. Bulldogs on the board with under 30 seconds to play. Rams will get the ball back. So have to see where this return takes them. They might just concede it if it's kicked deep enough from Seth Burke. As he tries to boot it deep, caught back at the 9-yard line by Tyrese Henry, crossing the 15, far sideline 20. Gets another block across the 30. He still has room to run across the 45. Still on his feet at the 50-yard line. Still on his feet again across the 40. Still running across the 30. 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Diving for the pylon. Touchdown, Bluefield!
What a return right there. I don't know how he did that, but what a return.
There's a flag down at the 26-yard line. It came out late. Oh, my goodness, Tyrese Henry. What a touchdown it was. There's a flag down at the 26, though. If it stands, it's 41-7. And a 92-yard kickoff return. So we're waiting for this flag call. It came out so late. Tanner Griffith moving back. Tyrese Henry dove for the end zone. It's an unsportsmanlike on Bluefield. I believe it's after the play. What a return. So Tanner Griffith has to boot a pretty deep PAT here. This is going to be about 35 yards, almost like the NFL. But, oh, my goodness, Tyrese Henry. Play of the year.
Absolutely, by far.
I don't know if I yelled in your ears there, Alex, but I think it was worthy of yelling.
Oh, absolutely. I was in shock by
Yeah.
that run. I thought he was down at least 5, 6 times.
Snap is down. The kick is low, and it is no good. But it's 41-7, play of the year for Tyrese Henry. Bluefield leads big with 8 seconds left to go in the half. Welcome back, everyone. Maybe the play of Bluefield College's history. I don't know if that's too early to say, but that was maybe the greatest return I've seen here at Mitchell Stadium. Not even maybe. That's the best return I've ever seen. Tyrese Henry, 93 yards to the end zone. 8 seconds left. Griffith just pops it up on the kickoff. Caught at the 15-yard line, crosses the 20, now at the 25, dancing at the 30, still on his feet at the 35-yard line, and push back a few more yards. That's it for the first half. Bluefield scoring 41 points after not leading in any game this season. They put up a ton in the first half. Rams enjoying it here at 41-7. We'll take a quick break and be back with Dr. Thomas Brewster here on Education Night here at Mitchell Stadium. The Rams going in at halftime. Welcome back, everybody. Here at halftime, Bluefield College leads in this one, 41-7. I have a very special guest here on Education Night, Dr. Thomas Brewster. And, well, us being football fans, really big ones here in Southwest Virginia, you had to love that last kickoff return for Bluefield College.
Oh, my. What an effort. What an effort these guys have put in the first half, playing with just so much emotion out on the field. Sometimes it spills over, you could tell, but these guys really want to win tonight.
So Bluefield College up 41-7, and a special night for you, Dr. Brewster, education night. What exactly does it mean to be recognized here in a football game for your profession as an educator?
Certainly, as a former classroom teacher and building administrator, it's wonderful to be acknowledged anywhere that you're acknowledged. But it's particularly special for us because, we're in the process of trying to, bring more teachers in. We have a shortage right now of teachers out in the field, and we're trying to, recruit high school students early on that would like to consider teaching. We're trying to get in their junior year, senior year, and really offer any type of online courses that we can offer them to get them committed to being a teacher.
And I think that's something interesting that you guys do here at BC that I haven't seen anywhere else, where you have almost like an athlete does a commitment ceremony where you have your recruit, if you will, sitting down and signing. Whose idea was that, and how did that come to be?
Well, we had never done anything like that before, but I was looking in the paper one day at an athletic signing, and I said, well, can't we do that for teaching? I mean, because we need teachers. We have, currently have a shortage. It's a wonderful profession, and I think it's a profession that needs uplifted. So we were trying to figure out how we can do all of that and still involve, some of our local schools and such, and celebrate, our incoming students. So, we did it at Graham High School. We had a wonderful student come on board. She's a sophomore now, and we made a big deal out of it. We made a production, and that's the way someone from high school that chooses to teach, that's the way they should be brought in. I wish all of them could be brought in like that.
Now, do you have any athletes in your education program?
Oh yeah, we have of course Carter and Logan. We're both in our education program, and
Carter Fry.
Yes,
Carter Fry and Logan Hinnett.
And JG, Jonathan Green. And I'm sure I'm missing someone. I hope I'm not, but we have some freshmen who are obviously in the education program but hadn't gotten to us in the classroom yet. But we've had, some great football players in the class, and they bring an added dimension because, these, particularly locally in our area, we have a hard time finding, coaches in the building. And sometimes we have to rely on outside external coaches, from the community. And, there's just something about a coach being able to put his hand on a student, during the day and say, how's it going?
Right.
And keep up with them and such. That keeps them on track and, keeps them well balanced. And, there's something about having that coach there at the school.
And you're a lifelong native of Tazewell County? Is
Yes.
that correct? Okay,
Yes.
so you went to Tazewell County High School?
Went to Tazewell High School, graduated from Bluefield College as well.
Gotcha. So as far as being a Southwest Virginia through and through guy, I believe that's one of your Instagram handles, or it's this Southwest Virginia guy. What's something, and you've been able to watch football for so long, can you just try and do your best to describe what the Southwest Virginia football culture is like compared to maybe other places you visited?
It's you just come to Graham Beaver,
Right.
the first night, the opening, and you'll see how much football means. It's an event. It's not just a game. It's an event, and when the playoffs start heating up, everyone's friends. Particularly social media. Everyone's friends between schools and such. But when two schools are playing, it's a rivalry, and it's and there's a lot of competition down this way. And I've had the pleasure of seeing some wonderful athletes. Thomas Jones in '94. Ahmad Bradshaw, during his whole career here at Graham. And I've just had an opportunity just to see some remarkable players come out of Southwest Virginia and go on, Heath Miller, go on to be, outstanding professional athletes in their own right.
Well, Thomas Jones, we were just talking about him for a quick second. He's in Netflix shows now. I'm pretty sure.
He's an actor, and he's, if you follow Thomas on Twitter, he's very good at responding to any tweets that you send out. Particularly if you mention Southwest Virginia in his days at Powell Valley, he really grooves on that. And he's one of those guys that's never forgot where where he came from.
And I think something that maybe if someone's listening into this that isn't from Southwest Virginia, that's interested in education, if you do come here and you teach in Southwest Virginia, you're going to get one of the most unique regions of people in this
Sure.
area, and I mean it in a great way, because when you come to Bluefield College and you come to Graham High School, Bluefield County High School, you're going to meet some of the nicest educators you've ever met in your whole life.
Yeah, and that's what's been so wonderful about my years in education. Everywhere I've been, it's been like a community, and it's been like the culture's been really, really good and strong. Like here at Bluefield, our culture is really strong here. Everyone gets along. Everyone tries to help everyone out. When you're a small school, you have to do that. But with our education majors, we really try to give them as much exposure to the classroom as we can. And if we can get them back in their home schools to student teach so they can teach back at home, we'll do our best to do that.
Well, Dr. Brewster, let's talk about football to cap off this great interview. What do you think? I mean, it's already 41-7. Don't want to sound incredibly confident here, but for Bluefield College, what do you think they need to do to keep this lead?
I think there'll be a certain point where some clean jerseys will get. I'll say dirty, but we're on.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah. So I think just keep the intensity up during the third quarter, and let's see what new talent we have out there who normally doesn't get to play. I'm not calling this in the bag, but it's 41-0. But it's just great to see our guys. We played so well against Emory and Henry last week, and even though we were disappointed at the end, I was so proud at the way they played against a school that's in another classification up from where Bluefield College is. And it's just it's wonderful to see those guys every day on campus and then watch them come out here and just perform well.
Great stuff from Dr. Thomas Brewster here on Education Night, a teaching legend in Southwest Virginia. Dr. Brewster, thanks for coming out here.
Thank you, Bailey.
All right, we'll be back with more halftime coverage here on the Rams Digital Sports Network after this. Still here at halftime, just about 3 minutes left before the start of the second half. Bluefield leading 41-7 over Union. And getting the stat sheet, how about that, Alex? Over 300 yards of Bluefield offense and leading them to score 41 points. Of course, one of them was off of a special teams touchdown from Tyrese Henry. But Aiden Wilder, despite that one interception, he has been dialed in today, and the running game is finally there as well.
Oh, yeah, Aiden Wilder, he's 6 for 7, 167, and it's only the first half. His only incomplete pass was that interception, which was a very questionable call. The run game has been there. We got Tavis White, 62, Freeman, 56. Even Wilder has 30.
Right. And Wilder with 4 touchdowns in the air, 1 on the ground. How about Jaquan Ebron, though? Usually the standout wide receiver has been Lowell Patron, and no disrespect to him, but Jaquan Ebron has just been open the entire game today, so Wilder has had no choice but to just throw it to him.
Yeah, Ebron, he's hot right now, and you got to go with whoever's fired up and whoever's making the plays. I'm not saying that Patron's not making any plays. It's just Ebron's right there.
Right.
He started earlier. Hopefully in the second half we can see a little bit more Patron.
Yeah, Patron was the target on that interception, and the reason why Alex called it questionable is because it was a one-on-one ball. Patron and Malik Watt came down on a tie, and they gave it over to Union. So that was the lone interception of the night thrown by Aiden Wilder. But we've been focusing on the offense. Now time to focus on the defense. Turnovers wrecking havoc on Union so far. Bluefield with a couple of interceptions. Charles Turner, his first of the year, as well as Greg Amos, who picked up a fumble as well. And Tyrese Henry with another fumble recovery against Union. He really puts on a clinic against the Bulldogs, especially with that 93-yard kickoff return.
Oh, yeah, going back to that return. That return was crazy. We were jumping up and down that entire return in here.
Yeah, it was a 93-yard return. Tyrese Henry took it all the way back to the house with 8 seconds left to go in the first half. And with just about a minute left, let's just stay live here, Alex. What do you think Bluefield College, even with this pretty large lead at 34 points, what do the Rams have to do to make sure to keep the lead and keep it comfortable?
Keep doing what they did in the first half. Run the ball, pass the ball. But, I mean, like I said at the beginning of the game, we got to get that run game going. I know Union, they went in the locker room. They strategized a little bit. They're going to come out with a different look. Hopefully Bluefield did the same. Well, so maybe the run game's we're going to see a little more outside runs or more counters this half.
Well, this is the point last year where this game really reached its breaking point. And I know, Alex, you were a player in this game last year. Just talking about the chippiness that has gone on throughout the first half of this game. And the second half last year to open it up, the kickoff return, I believe Union had the ball, and then that's when a decent fight ensued between the two teams. And last year, both of these teams, after the end of the game, Bluefield 158-21, they couldn't even shake hands. So I hope that this game doesn't slide into that behavior in the second half.
The first half, like you said, it was a little chippy. There were multiple unsportsmanlike on both sides, a lot of pass interference, a lot of penalties. I said it's only going to get worse, but right. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, and it's not like we know what football is and we're above it or anything. We just honestly, it makes the game a lot quicker when there's not 17 fights breaking out on every play. 41-7 the score. Rams will get the ball. They're lining up to return this, and you have to wonder if you're Seth Burke, the kicker for Union, or the guy that makes the decisions, Andre Lynn, the head coach for Union. You probably don't want to kick it to Tyrese Henry again because they thought they had him down at the 40 of Bluefield. Then he got to the 50, thought they had him down there, 40 of Union. There was a gigantic pile, and somehow Tyrese Henry, the redshirt senior from Alexandria, made it all the way to the house, dove across the pylon, and the official gave him the spot.
Yeah. Definitely, they do not need to kick it to Tyrese Henry. But you never know. It could be a shanked kick, right. And Tyrese take advantage of it.
Well, Tyrese Henry scored 2 touchdowns last year against Union. He scored 1 tonight against the Bulldogs as well. We are ready to go. Rams in the blue going left to right. Union in the white here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. My name is Bailey Engel, joined by former Rams running back Alex Martin. Al Burke is ready to kick. Tyrese Henry, the returner on the near side, and Deshaun Caldwell at the 10. From the right hash, Burke toes up to the ball and boots a short squibber at the 35-yard line. It's down on the ground, kicked down. Now there's a scrum for it. Union says they have it, do they? If so, they'll get the ball at the 35 of Bluefield. A strategic kick. Tyrese Henry saying for the defense to come out, and they do recover. So Union gets the ball, and that deflates Bluefield ever so slightly there.
Yeah, that is not what they wanted to open up the second half.
So now Union trying to cut into this 34-point lead. 41-7 the score. They set it up at the Bluefield 34-yard line. Kendrick Furness was already warming up on the far sideline. He wasn't ready to come in, thought that Bluefield's offense would be out there. And a rare mistake for the Rams on special teams on the kickoff return. They were not ready for that squibber. That was just intended to keep away from Tyrese Henry, not get the ball, but Union will definitely take it. First down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go. And now we see number 3 out there, Colin O'Donnell wearing number 3 instead of number 90. Tore his jersey, and Dewey Lust told us mid-game, actually, that he would have a new number. So no gain on the play, second down and 10.
It's definitely a strange sight seeing him wearing number 3.
That's your old number. I'm sure it's strange to see anybody wearing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second down and 10 from the 34. Low snap, Furness steps up, whips it far sideline, incomplete. Intended for Jaquarius Wilson, the freshman wide receiver. He had stumbled open and then hit after the ball flew out of his grasp. So now third down and 10 from the 34. Well, it would be a huge missed opportunity for Andre Lynn's team here if they're not able to score despite recovering one of the longer onside kicks you're going to see. Third down and 10. The receivers near sideline. And Holloway and Earl Wells. Third down and 10. Furness on the hard snap count. Now will recalibrate the offense. Steps up to the offensive line. Calls for a new offense with 14-19 to play in this third quarter. Going right to left in the white jerseys. Furness, the senior, takes the snap. Looks to throw. Dumps it near sideline. Incomplete. That was actually over the middle. Kasheed Watson was defending Rasheed Holloway. It's incomplete. And I think if you're down by 34 points, anywhere is fourth down territory, but especially the 34-yard line.
Absolutely. Whenever you're in the opposing team's territory and you got such a big margin right here, it's still early, so a lot can happen. So I would go for it every single time.
So they haven't gained a yard yet. The running back is Jalen Eccles, the lone setback, joined by Furness in the backfield at his left. Fourth down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Man coverage with Watson and Holloway on the near side. Furness back to throw, ends collapsing, steps up to the right, has to dump it, and it's almost intercepted, but incomplete. Charles Turner, he's been all over the place today for Bluefield, and after recovering the kickoff at the 34-yard line, Union doesn't move an inch. First down and 10 Bluefield from their own 34, and maybe one of the better defensive stances today from the Bluefield College defense.
Absolutely. I say it over and over again. The 3 key plays in an entire football game is the first 3 plays in the second half, and Bluefield they won it. The 3, I mean, other than the kickoff,
right?
The defense, they made the stop right there, and we needed it.
First down and 10, 41-7 they lead. Aiden Wilder trying to near the 200-yard mark. Jaquan Ebron with a career game. Greg Ebron on the far sideline also has a touchdown as Deshaun Caldwell comes out at the last second to line up as the slot receiver for Bluefield on first down and 10, and the Rams have to burn a timeout. Well, even with the 41-7 lead, that's got to frustrate Mike Ketchum and Gil Lusk on this near sideline because Bluefield is trying to get the wide receivers in order. Caldwell didn't know to come out, and now a delay of game. Rams wanted to call a timeout, and now they're meeting up with the coaches. I think that Aiden Wilder and Caldwell thought that maybe there was a timeout there, but now they got to line back up. First down and 15 from their own 29. Now another whistle. Whitecapped had to tell them to officially place the ball. They do. 14:09 remaining. First and 15 in the third quarter. Bluefield leading by 34. Caldwell in motion going left to right. Snap, handoff White up the gut at the 31. Twirled down on the tackle made by DeMonte Bell, the redshirt junior linebacker. So the tackle is made. Short gain for Bluefield. Second down and 13 from the 31.
No hesitation going back to that same run play that was very successful in the first half.
Yeah, they have tried to move through these 3 down linemen of Union, and they've been able to do it at will as Wilder steps back, looks to throw, steps up, throws it deep, and here comes a flag. It's incomplete. Greg Ebron was tackled down at the 35-yard line. I believe the Bulldogs sideline, they thought that Ebron must have just fell, and, well, this flag is going to push Bluefield up some yards here, 1st and 10.
Pass interference. Number 16, defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
So 1st and 10 Bluefield. After the 2nd and 13, it turns to a first down nearing the 50-yard line. And the call was on Taryn Cox of Union.
Honestly, I think that was a good play by him by pulling Ebron down because he was wide open. It would have been a touchdown.
Oh, Cox nearly had it. The junior from Alcoa, Tennessee, does have 1 pick this year. Faking the run to the right and then giving it off to the left side. White stumbles at the 45, still on his feet, trucking men left and right as he crosses into Union territory, now at the 43-yard line. Oh, White high stepping now into Bluefield, from Bluefield territory to Union territory with 13:24 to go. Finally hearing Alex Martins begs for a run game. Bluefield has shown it today. 1st down and 10. 3 down linemen for Union. Snap Wilder, handoff White, middle at the 40, trucked at the line of scrimmage, and a 3-yard gain actually. Oh, you just feel like with Bluefield over the last few weeks, those runs like that just get snuffed out before they really even start, and on a simple run like that, you get 3 yards.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was a bad run from up here, but it's 3 yards.
Right.
3 yards on – I'll take 3-4 yards on every play.
2nd down and 7 from the Union 40. Wilder, the snap, looks to throw, pump fake, throws it near side, caught by Jaquan Ebron, goes down to a knee across the 20-yard line and up to the 18. 1st down, Bluefield.
They have practiced that pass over and over again. That's just great work ethic and great communication for a back shoulder pass like that.
4 receptions for Jaquan Ebron, 22 yards on that one. Makes it 1st down, Bluefield at the 18. So now Jaquan Ebron with over 140 yards receiving, and the handoff to White nearly got free as he crossed the 15 up to the 14 for 2nd down and 6 ensuing. Bailey Engel and Alex Martin, we're glad to have you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield College leading 41-7. Very close to their first win of the season. Right now at 0-4 in the gun on 2nd and 6 from the Union 14. Movement on the line of scrimmage, no flag. They'll hand it off to White, turns the corner on the left side, and boy, showing his patience there, getting close to the yard to gain at the 8-yard line. That might move the chains. He had gone to a complete standstill on the left side, right behind the offensive tackle for Bluefield in Weldon, and barring the spot here, this should be very close to a 1st down and making it 3rd down and short. Now moving the chains. 1st down, Bluefield. Well, the Whitecap is signaling for 1st down. Union is subbing people in and out. Rams are letting them do that. 1st down and goal for Bluefield at the 8-yard line.
1st and goal.
And the gun again. White, the running back, to the right. Wilder takes the snap, bobbles it, and falls right down on the floor at the 16-yard line. So a loss for Bluefield of 8 yards. It'll be 1st down, now 2nd down and goal from the 16. I was watching the Oklahoma-Kansas game today. The Sooners got the win, I believe, but they had a 3rd down and goal from the 50-yard line today.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
They had to, I've never seen anybody have to punt on 4th down and goal before, but that happened today.
Formation, 5 players lined up in the backfield. That penalty is declined. 2nd down.
So the Rams actually called for an illegal formation there, and it's declined because the bobble on the snap ended up being a loss of 8 rather than a loss of 5 for the penalty. Bluefield will set up at the 16 on 2nd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised if Luss gives Patron a shot in the back of the end zone right here. This is his territory.
Right.
Or Ebron.
Or Ebron on the near side, and a one-on-one. The safety starts to shift to the right. Takes the snap. Wilder, play action. Under pressure, rolling left and sacked. Sack finally made there by DeMonte Bell. Wilder nearly got free, but he wrapped up his ankles for a loss. Now 3rd down and goal at the 23-yard line. And I think, again, you got to go back with a straight drop and just take a shot at the end zone here with Ebron or Patron. Patron is matched up with Taryn Cox on the far sideline with that big pass interference call on Greg Ebron. 3rd down and goal from the 23. And the gun, White the lone setback. Snap to Wilder. He looks to throw. Nowhere to go. He's sacked again. Forward progress. Where will that take him? Wilder is back at the 40-yard line, and I think now maybe this is going to be the 2nd time today that you might have to punt on 4th and goal. Could be a very long kick with the wind swirling around today. And, Alex, it doesn't look like Wilder wants to leave the field.
Yeah, offense is staying out there. Risky call.
Well, up 41-7. Now at the 32. Whistle blows and a timeout taken by Union. They did not know what to do on 4th down and goal from the 32-yard line. First official timeout for Union, and our first one as well. 9:37 left to go. 41-7 in the 3rd quarter. Rams lead. Well, now 4th down and goal from the 32, and I see Wilder dropping so far back here. Might see a pooch punt coming up on 4th down and goal from the 32. Wilder steps and punts it on the far sideline. It rolls out nearing the 14. So I think I jinxed it for Bluefield when we were talking about that Oklahoma game today where it was 4th down and goal and the Sooners had to punt it, and then Bluefield had to do the same thing. So I've seen that twice today after not seeing it my entire life.
Just had to mention it today.
Mention it. So it rolls out at the 14. That's where Union will set up shop. 41-7 the score. 9:33 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Both teams winless. Both teams playing in their their Mid-South Appalachian Division opener.
That's a decent punt by Wilder. I mean, it's inside the 15.
Well, he did the same thing against U-Pike and nearly pinned him down at the 1-yard line. Greg Ebron didn't know where he was on the field because of how they marked the field at U-Pike, and Ebron downed it in the end zone. On 1st down, they hand it off across the 15-yard line up to the 18. That's Eccles on the play. 2nd down and 6. The linebacking core is there again. Oh, now Union setting up in the gun. Kendrick Furness has been the quarterback the entire game. Have to think of the 4th quarter. If this stays lopsided like it is right now, we might see Bryce Verbal for Bluefield get a couple of reps. That wind really is humming in here at Mitchell Stadium. Snap, Furness hands it off on a jet sweep. Earl Wells near side crossing the 20, now the 25. Hit hard, ball popped out of the end and picked up by Union. Well, they say he was down before. Earl Wells smoked on the play. Slow to get up after the tackle was made by DeMarcus Wimbush. It moves the chains, though, up to the 29 of Union with under 9 minutes to play.
It seems like even every good run they have, they're getting smacked. And
right.
It's either causing somebody to get hurt or the ball to hit the ground.
Well, we did see a fumble today with Eccles on one of those jet sweeps that went over 30 yards. Greg Amos picked it up off of the ground. Amos with 2 turnovers today as Furness drops back, looks to throw. Here come the Bluefield line. Carter Fry, the linebacker, teaming up with Kayshawn Ridgel, the nose guard, for the sack, loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. 8:15 left to play, 3rd quarter. Certainly those touchdowns in the first half were cathartic experiences for Bluefield College, who had not led in any game at any point this year. They had tied it a few times, but now starting out with a great lead today and keeping it at the moment. 2nd down and 11. (41-7). Furness brings Wells in motion. Gives the handoff on a jet sweep far side. Dances across the 30. Sam Kirtley pushing him out of bounds, close to the 34. A flag out at the end, and this might push Union up 15 more yards. And DeMarcus Wimbush is clapping, so might have spoken too soon on that. But, you know, Alex, we were warned about it, or we warned the audience about it going into the second half. That will not be the last flag we see like that.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
So it was a good run. They haven't moved the spot yet. Last year got so ugly the teams did not even shake hands after the game. And that was not because they didn't want to do it. Dewey Luss and the athletic director for Union just thought it wasn't a great idea, and it wasn't.
Disregard, there is no foul on the play for a late hit.
Well, now there's no flag. So the Rams had the
Union's
late
head
hit.
coach is going at the Whitecap right now, and I believe they just threw a flag on him.
Yeah, Andre Lynn was stomping to the 25-yard line. A flag came out, and we got to wonder if that's it for him today, if this keeps going. We saw a fan get ejected last week with Emery and Henry. It'll be a first to see Andre Lynn get ejected. And I got to confess, I don't know the protocol of this, but Andre Lynn is still walking down the sideline. Now he's moving away from the Whitecap.
He still looks aggravated.
Right. He's taking off his headset. Now he's back at the 50-yard line. And you can kind of expect it because of where this game is going, the start to the season, losing 98-0 last week and now losing 41-7. Going all the way back to the 19 now. The 15-yard penalty. Excuse me. Not that long of a penalty. Well, 3rd down and long from the 19-yard line. I think that was from the initial spot of the run, and then they moved it back 15 yards from that. Well, 3rd down and a mile.
Yep, expect them to go deep right here.
3rd down and 20 for Furness. He's in the shotgun, takes the shotgun snap. He's back to Barry with the pressure. Furness in the backfield, and here comes the Bluefield sack team again. Oh, a frustrating drive for Union, and it piles up. Logan Patron there for the Rams. 4th down coming up for Union with under 7 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. You can just, we're all the way across the field, but you can just hear the frustration from Union College. And this is another frustrating part of their game today, the punting. Tyrese Henry is waiting for it at the Union 45. They're spreading it out. Snap in the end zone, gets the punt off as it swirls close to Tyrese Henry and takes a Union roll up to the 50-yard line. Now at the Bluefield 49, a flag is in the backfield. And this might be an automatic 15 yards against Bluefield.
I believe it was running into the kicker because that was a good acting job from over here. It looked like Bluefield didn't even touch him.
That was the 3rd punter they have showcased today. There's a flag in the end zone. And if I'm not mistaken, the flag came out even before he got the punt off. So it could be even before that. Oh, flags all around. And I think that's another challenge for the officials in a game like this. The score is already out of hand. You got to make sure it doesn't get out of hand physically between the players barking at each other after the penalties.
Yeah, absolutely. The officiating crew plays a big part in keeping everybody these motions down,
right.
keeping everything under control.
The 13 offense was lined up in the neutral zone prior to the snap. Personal foul, roughing the kicker. Number 45, defense. Those penalties will offset Re-kick.
So yeah, I hope you heard that. There was a lining up in the neutral zone for Union, then a roughing the kicker. So there was a flag before, and then there was a flag after. So now it will stay 4th down and 26. And we'll see the punt team come out once more for Union.
Gives Tyrese Henry another chance to return one.
Yeah, Tyrese Henry already has a 93-yard kickoff return touchdown. Wind flying in. Rams have to see if they'll line up to block it once more. It's a high snap through the end zone, safety. It was to Seth Burke, the kicker. The high snap sails through the end zone, and now it's 43-7. In a game where everything has gone wrong for Union, the reciprocal of that, everything has gone right for Bluefield College.
Absolutely. I bet Bluefield on the sideline, it feels good to be on the opposing side.
Yeah, especially because you've seen these games for Bluefield College where it seems like every week the wrong thing happens to the Rams. And Dewey Lusk even said that in our coaches show every Monday. Quick plug for that, BC Coaches Show, 7 o'clock at Applebee's. Every Monday, students receive 10% off. But anyway, he says that we got to catch a break one day, and I think that might be one of the breaks right there.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's like almost hurricane-style winds on the field right now. The long snap comes in, and it's just too high for Seth Burke, the kicker. Now Bluefield will try to receive this and give the Rams decent
For the safety, the Bulldogs
field position once more.
Rams will receive.
And this is a game the Bluefield secondary needed as well. I mean, I know that had nothing to do with the punt, but you look at Greg Amos on the sideline, guys like Jonathan Green also playing very well for Bluefield College, Charles Turner, Tyrese Henry. They've been the stars today, and the Rams needed a game like that.
Yeah, they needed a game like this heading into a tough schedule for the rest of the season.
Yeah, because when they go on the road next week against Reinhardt, the Eagles maybe aren't the powerhouse that they once were, but they are still a very solid football team. 43-7 the score. And in college, you don't have to punt it like you do in the pros. You can elect to kick it, and they do. They ground it up the middle to the 40-yard line, taken by Deshaun Caldwell. Now in Union territory at the 50, gets back a slip tackler across the 45, and tackled at the 41-yard line of Union. So the Rams get another gift at the 41-yard line, setting up in great field position once more. 6:14 left to go in the third quarter. Only scoring so far of this second half has been on that safety. So the Rams set up at the 41-yard line. Last time they had first down and goal, ended up being 4th down and goal from the 32, and they had to pooch punt it with Aiden Wilder. First down and 10 now from the 41-yard line of Union. White, the running back to his right. Two receivers near side, one on the far side. They'll hand it off to White again. Breaks free across the 35, angles to the right at the 30. Once again going airborne for the first down at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Bluefield. So it's a gain of 11.
He's so close to breaking those for long runs, but it's always that one guy who trips him up or cuts his legs out from underneath him.
Oh, Tavis White had 62 yards in that first half. Can he get to the century mark in the second half? 1st and 10 from the 30. Handoff White again. Stutter step move on the right. Bell is there, the linebacker at the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of 1, though. 2nd down and 9. 41-7 the score. Rams trying to add some more, 43-7 the score. Rams trying to add some more points on the board after scoring 2 on a safety. Well, Union, tough couple of weeks, tough start to the season. Average margin of loss has been 44.4 points. Snap, handoff, White cutting on the right side. Stiff arm still on his feet across the 25 and pushed out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Gain of 7.
Good vision. That play was initially supposed to go to the left, and he took it all the way to the right. Good vision.
So now lots of yelling on this near side for Bluefield College, and a new man is down for Union. Well, it's the first cold game of the year. These hits start to feel a little bit sharper. The man down is Devontae Jones, defensive lineman. We'll take a break, drink some water up here, make sure Devontae Jones is okay. 5:12 left to go, 3rd and 1 from the Union College 21. Third down and 1. Jones being helped off on the far sideline. 43-7, Bluefield College leads and getting very close to the end zone once more on 3rd down and 1 from the 21 of Union. Lining up in the shotgun, Alan Bowen, the tight end, right behind the line on the left side. Xavier Freeman is the lone setback. Wilder in the gun with 2 receivers near side on 3rd down and 1. Hard snap count. Snap. Handoff. Freeman has the first down as he lowers the shoulder across the 20. Now at the 18 and lunge for a few more yards up to the 16, but they'll spot him down at the 18. Either way, good enough to move the chains for Bluefield. First down and 10 inside of the red zone once more.
Yep, that play was just called. That play was called just to get the first down.
And, you know, Bluefield has done that. When you see first down and goal from the 1, they don't try to get cute. They just sneak it up the middle, and just that really easy way of thinking on those short-to-go rushes. That's what you should do. First down and 10 now. A pitch out to the left for Freeman, cutting at the 10, still on his feet at the 5, into the end zone, touchdown. Xavier Freeman, the freshman, from 18 yards out. What a run. And now it's 49-7.
Great effort. There was multiple times he could have went down, but he kept them feet churning, kept going until he eventually crossed the goal line.
So the Florida native with a big run as Bluefield has gone back to the run game against Union. 49-7 they lead with Tanner Griffith coming out for the PAT. Well, that wind really is sailing in. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the wind didn't bother that. 50-7, Bluefield leads over Union now with 4:18 left to go on the Rams Digital Sports Network here in the 3rd quarter. Well, the ball fell down on the initial try at the kickoff. 50-7, Bluefield leads. And how about this, Alex? That is the first time a Bluefield College running back has scored a touchdown this year.
About time.
Xavier Freeman from 18 yards out. Tanner Griffith Kicks it in the air, rolling at the 20-yard line. Rams recover. Oh, they weren't ready for it. Jonathan Green picking up the ball at the 21-yard line. Well, Bluefield fell victim to that earlier, and now they're going to set up close to the red zone.
I'm not sure who it was who laid the hit on the returner trying to get the ball, but that might have been the smartest special team play I've seen in a long time.
So Rasheed Holloway was the intended receiver or the returner for Union College. He got popped. The ball was loose. Rams get it now at the 22-yard line.
The first offender for Bluefield didn't even pay attention to the ball. He knew his job was to get the returner out of the picture, and that's exactly what he did.
So Jonathan Green picks it up for Bluefield, and now we will see Aiden Wilder and company come back out for the Rams, leading 50-7. Rams scored 58 against Union last year, and they're on pace to score some more here. 4:16 left to play. Oh, for Union College, in a day where really everything has gone wrong for you with the turnovers, now the kickoff return, Bluefield College is ready to play today and capitalizing on these Union College mistakes. So now 1st down and 10 from the Union 22-yard line. Wilder design pitch out right. Tavis White breaking the corner at the 20, now at the 15. High steps inside the 15, down at the 11-yard line. So it's a 1st and 10 for Bluefield. It's an 11-yard gain. Rams have ran the ball so well. Xavier Freeman is out onto the field now as White limps onto the sideline. We have seen him deal with nagging injuries throughout this game. Xavier Freeman just scored the last touchdown for Bluefield. By the way, it is now 50-7, 3:53 to play third quarter, with the Rams going left to right, setting up now at 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line of Union. Wilder in the shotgun. Handoff Freeman up the middle. Now at the 5, still on his feet and brought down at the 2-yard line. He's about a yard short of the 1st down. 2nd down and 1 from the 2. Boy, Freeman, when he gets to the 5-yard line, just shook off that first tackler. Almost got yet another well-run touchdown, just about 2 yards short.
Yeah, I thought he almost had it. It was close.
Very, very close as Freeman is still on the field. He's at the 2-yard line with Aiden Wilder in the backfield. Jaquan Ebron, the receiver, on the near side, although I do think the Rams will run it again. 2nd down and 1 from the 2. And the gun for Wilder, snap, and Freeman, they run it again, and he scores again. Touchdown, Xavier Freeman. Touchdown, Bluefield College. It's 56-7. A short drive after Jonathan Green picked up the loose ball at the 22-yard line of Union on the kickoff. And Xavier Freeman, after Bluefield had not scored with a running back all season, he has scored 2 straight drives.
Man, that makes me happy.
Good snap. The hold is down. The kick is up and good. 57-7. Bluefield College leads here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Rams lead by 50. It is 57-7. Ball fell down off of the tee. Bluefield College, well, this is the confidence boost they needed. Last year scored 58 against Union. Today they have already scored 57 with 2:56 remaining in the third quarter. And the Rams have continued to run the ball. Union has tried to open up and pass Rams pass rush has been there. The secondary has been better today. And it's just been a great recipe for a successful Bluefield College game. That one is kicked deep. They already signaled for fair catch as it rolls at the 1-yard line. He had to pick it up. Now at the 10-yard line, breaking free at the 20. Far sideline, 25, now at the 30, and hit hard by Greg Ebron. So Ebron's all fired up. The wide receiver with a big-time hit. His jersey actually popped out of his shoulder pads right there. Wow. Greg Ebron getting it done on special teams today, and everybody's excited for him here on this near sideline.
Yeah, that got the entire sideline pumped up. Most of them ran onto the field.
And now first down and 10 from the 29. Man is down for Union, but off of the field at the moment.
Let's talk about that kick.
Yeah.
That kick bounced on the 5-yard line. They fair catched it, and then it looked like it was going to bounce in the end zone for a touchback.
And then it died at the 1.
It died on the – it bounced back a little bit. What a kick.
Tanner Griffith has showcased great kicking today. With all the PATs. He missed the one after the unsportsmanlike call after the kickoff return, so it was about a 35-yard field goal, but it ended up being the distance for the PAT. Well, first down and 10 at the 31. Well, the returner's still down for Union. 57-7. Bluefield College 0-4. Well, they will get their win today, barring the most incredible comeback in football history. They'll get their first win and move on to Reinhardt next week. Be on the call for you there. Audio only down in Waleska, Georgia. I remember a couple of years ago the Rams went there, and you guys were actually playing for an Appalachian Division title.
Yeah, it was a close game for the first half, but the Heat and that Reinhardt offense, it's just wore out our defense, and our offense just couldn't get it moving.
I do remember that Bluefield's defense kept it very close in that first half. But poor Kason Witt just couldn't get out of the backfield. The Rams were playing down a few key offensive linemen, and they could not move it. First down and 10, though, as Union sets up at their own 31. Furness, the low snap. He's back, dumps it near side, bobbled and dropped. Second down and 10. Chris DeBerry on the defense there as the pass was intended for Jalen Eccles. Second down and 10 from their own 31.
Brings up second down.
And that was your junior year.
Yeah, junior year we went down to Georgia and played them.
And Reinhardt, a team that will not spread it out as much as Union has today. They will have about 7 or 8 different running backs cycle through the game.
Yeah, they're a downhill running team. They're going to run it right at you, and it's your job to stop it.
Dumps it off on the near side at the 35-yard line, twirled out of bounds by Jonathan Green. The catch was made by the running back that time, Jaquarius Wilson, actually a wide receiver. Either way, it's a gain of 4, third down and 6 at the 34-yard line of Union. Now, Bluefield College starting out 1-0 in Appalachian Division play. 3 receivers on to the right side. Eccles lining up as the running back on the near side. 4 down linemen for the Rams. Here comes the rush. Furness back to throw, flushed out right, still looking as he dumps it far sideline. Intercepted. Bluefield College has it. A man is down. And I got to see who has that interception for Bluefield. And it's Tyrese Henry.
What a game he's having.
Tyrese Henry, another interception, his 3rd of the year. Picking on Union once more at a 93-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Has 3 total touchdowns against Union in his career. Now gets an ovation on the near sideline. From the 42-yard line, Rams set up. And
we're seeing new quarterback and running back.
Verbal is in for Bluefield. I believe we're seeing a new wide receiver on the near side as well. Snap to Verbal, handoff to Gibson, up the middle, across the 50-yard line, now at the 45, and brought down at the 43. Gibson was the starting running back for Bluefield against Faulkner. He missed some time and now is back. The freshman from North Carolina. So it's a first down for Bluefield. Verbal in as the quarterback. So Wilder's night might be done with 1:35 left to go in the third quarter, up by 50. Trevelyan lines up as the wide receiver on the near side. Snap, handoff Gibson again at the 40. He is stood up at the 38-yard line, but there goes that Rams offensive line, pushing him across the 35-yard line. Whistle has yet to blow, and if you are an offensive line coach, you absolutely have to love that. Pushing the pile, the whistle hadn't blown yet. It was a 2-yard gain initially, but now it'll be second down and short, where it should have been about second down and 9.
Yeah, I know Mike Ketchum's loving that picture right there. All of his linemen pushing the running back forwards 8 yards. What a picture.
What an effort. I mean, second down and 1. Second down and 1. Verbal hands it off to Gibson again and breaks a tackle across the 30-yard line where he stumbles down to the 27. So another first down for Bluefield, trying to score 60 points on Union, which they had done a few years ago before Dewey Lusk got here. This all-time series between Bluefield College and Union actually leads 4-3, but if the Rams win tonight, it'll be their third win against Union in a row. Another handoff to Gibson, far sideline, trucking men as he moves across the 25 and down to the 24. Ball popped out at the end. Malik Watt had it for Union, and they will not give him the call. Another man is down for Union College. A short gain for Bluefield College. Second down and 7 from the 27. 8 seconds left to go, third quarter. Bluefield led at halftime 41-7. Now 57-7. Scored on a safety. That's the first safety they've scored on this year. Man down for Union is number 55, the defensive lineman, Calvin Wilson. Nose guard that's 5'8", 320. Second down and 7 for Bluefield. Clock resumes, and the Rams will just walk off of the field here on the end of the third quarter. 15 more minutes left to play. 57-7, Rams lead against Union. 15 minutes away from their first win of the year. Fourth quarter begins. Rams lead by 50. It is 57-7. Bluefield setting up on second down and 8 from the Union 25-yard line. Tyrese Henry had the interception for Bluefield that gave him the ball on this drive. Now Bluefield sets up with Bryce Verbal as the quarterback and another new running back in for Bluefield. That's Cameron Wright. Snap handoff right up the middle, wearing number 36 as he goes across the 20-yard line up to the 16. Good enough to move the chains for Bluefield on the 9-yard gain, and another man is down for Union. Well, it's a Bluefield College offensive lineman down. Joe Hayner has to get back on the field for Bluefield College. Tyler Chrislieb goes out. Well, now first down and 10, up by 50. Bluefield College with the confidence boost here. And you know, against Union, it is kind of unfortunate that this has been a lopsided game because this could be really an interesting rivalry, Alex.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know when I was here, it was a fight for every yard. But when over the past couple years, the scores have gone higher. I mean, I think Union, they can be a great program.
They do have all of the resources there, Union College. I mean, they're one of the better brands in the Mid-South, as well as the Appalachian Athletic Conference that both Bluefield and Union operate in literally every other sport. But, you know, for these two teams, it has just been all Bluefield these past 2 seasons. And, I mean, Tyrese Henry is absolutely picked on the Bulldogs. You can see the Rams, all the confidence is there here on this sideline. They're excited, putting up a ton of points. First down and 10. You guys coming out. Cameron Wright, the running back to the right. On first down, another handoff to the young running back. Scoots his way across the line of scrimmage to the 14-yard line. Gain of 2, second down and 8. And I think that even though if you're Bryce Verbal, you want to go out and start to throw the ball, I think just for the point of gamesmanship right here, you might just want to keep running the ball to keep this clock milked in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. I would throw in a couple passes just to make sure you get the first down and you can keep possession.
They're going to hand it off on a jet sweep to Ben Mead across the 10-yard line. He picks up some good yardage there. He's about 2 yards short of the sticks, though. So it'll be third down and 2 on a 6-yard run to Ben Mead, who hasn't had his number called that many times for Bluefield College, the Emory and Henry transfer, and the Bluefield native. So third down and 2 inside of the 10-yard line. Rams trying to get to possibly 60 points here. Right in the backfield, snap verbal, handoff right up the middle. He has to work for a few yards, maybe getting close to the sticks, pending the spot here. Dustin Barker ready to get his helmet on the sideline to maybe throw a long snap to Tanner Griffith on a fourth down. And instead, the Rams will keep their personnel out there. Verbal under center trying to sneak on fourth down and 1. He's got the yardage and a little bit more close to the 4-yard line. First down and goal for Bluefield.
Number 12, Bryce Verbal, and the quarterback keeper.
Oh, Bluefield College's MO on those fourth down and shorts. Just sneak the ball up the middle.
Yeah, at first it looked like it wasn't going to be there, and then Verbal went to the right side, rolled off somebody, and ended up getting a couple yards.
Well, Union was packing the box up there like they should on an obvious sneak situation. That's the only time the Rams have gone under center today. First down and goal from the 5, right the running back, man in motion Ben Mead. Another fake handoff to Ben Mead on a jet sweep. Verbal gets nowhere on that read. And it'll be second down and goal on the no gain draw. 12:40 left to go in the game. 57-7, Bluefield College leads. In front of a cold crowd here in Bluefield, West Virginia. Really the first time it's felt like fall. We got our jackets on up in the booth with the windows open. Just a week ago, it was terribly hot in here. Second down and goal from the 5, high snap, pitch out left for right. He gets nowhere. Loss of 1. Defensive line is there with the defensive end Zion McCray leading the way for Union College. A third down and goal from the 6-yard line. So Wright walks off of the field. Verbal still on, and Gibson is back on as the running back, the lone running back to the right. Whitecap calling for the clock to stop. Now telling it to resume. Not sure what happened there, but, well, here we go. Third down and goal from the 6-yard line. 2 receivers to the right. 11:46 to play. High snap Verbal. Rolls out to the right. Looks to throw, and he fires end zone. Incomplete. Flag came out, though, near the line of scrimmage. Maybe this could be a holding on Bluefield as Verbal tried to move to the right for some space.
Holding. Number 74, offense.
And it is.
Penalty will be declined. Fourth down.
So the penalty declined. And on these current rosters, there is no number 74. It's part of small school football, everybody. Fourth down and goal
the 6.
from the 6-yard line. Tanner Griffith will not be sent to the field. 4th down and goal from the 6. 11:38 to go. Verbal in the gun. Delayed handoff middle. Gibson won't get there as he's smashed down at the 4-yard line. Turnover on downs, and Union gets the ball back.
For 43, Caleb Gibson, the ball carrier.
Got to give it to
Short gain on the play.
Dewey Lusk keeping the sportsmanship here, even with the game that could get out of hand. 57-7 the score, not trying to throw it all the time.
You notice it's not as chippy as it was in the first
Right,
half.
right.
They've kind of settled and went on their separate ways.
As you said that, this next play is going to ensue in a Royal Rumble.
Exactly.
11:34 to go in this game. And Bluefield College, they had it inside the 20 and milked down over 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes on that drive just from running the ball. So 11:34 to go in the gun. Kendrick Furness with 2 running backs trying to protect him. 1st down and 10 from their 4-yard line. Furness hands it off on the far side, getting room across the 10. Shot out of a cannon across the 15. That's Earl Wells. What a great run up to the 18-yard line. Gain of 14, 1st down and 10. Turner making the tackle for Bluefield.
For the Bulldogs, brought down by number 31, Charles Turner, the Rams.
So Charles Turner with the tackle. He has an interception today, as does Tyrese Henry, and as does Greg Amos. Bluefield with their first team defense still on the field. Jonathan Green and Turner, the defensive backs, set up on the near side. Snap, handoff middle. There's Carson. He's hit hard by Charles Turner. And I believe that was just mutual hitting hard because both of them absorbed the blow of that hit up to the 26-yard line. Gain of now 6 yards, make it 8. 2nd down and 2. Even Union keeping the ball on the ground, Alex.
Yeah, I think they're trying to milk some of the clock as well.
2nd down and 2. Delayed handoff. Wells on a sweep. Breaks the tackle. Has got the 1st down and more across the 35 as he high steps his way across the Union 40-yard line to the 44. And very close to Bluefield territory for the 1st down at the 44-yard line. So it's a gain of 18 yards.
Going back to them running the ball, it's working right now. I don't know if Bluefield's defense is kind of getting relaxed because they're in the home stretch, but Union's running the ball pretty well on this drive.
Well, I think even with these jet sweeps, we've seen even when the game in the early stages, they have worked for Union. They've just had fumbles and holding calls. 1st down and 10, handoff Carson right up the gut, and they stand him up. 11 hats to the ball mentality there with Sam Kirtley on the edge and clogging up the middle, the defensive line for Bluefield. DeMarcus Wimbush in on another tackle heading into tonight. He needs 42 tackles to break the all-time record for tackles at Bluefield College. Likely past that this season at the pace he's been going throughout his career, and especially this year.
Yeah, Wimbush is an animal when he's on the field. He's everywhere.
First All-American in Bluefield College history. 2nd down and 8. Snap, handoff Carson. Spun at the 50-yard line. Wimbush on another tackle.
Carson on the carry for the Bulldogs.
So Drew Carson gives him a few yards to the 50. And now it's 3rd down and 4. Inside of 10 minutes left to play in the game, 57-7. 9:04 remaining now. Union taking their time as well, just trying to minimize the possible injuries from the rest of this game. Snap, jet sweep handoff, Earl Wells, nowhere to go, breaks a tackle, and he dances close to the 45 of Bluefield and brought down at the 46. Wimbush in on the tackle as well as Charles Turner. See if it's good enough to move the chains. It is.
Once again, we say Wimbush's name.
Right.
That's 4 tackles in a row he's made.
And for Wimbush, I think he's out there, not only as a leader, but for Bluefield just racking up even more stats out there right now. 42 tackles at the start of tonight from the all-time record. Now he's off of the field, 1st down and 10. The Bluefield 46, Furness in the gun. Takes the shotgun snap, looks to throw, aims it left, caught there at the 45, breaks a tackle far sideline at the 40, and brought down at the 39-yard line. Catch was made on the play by Jaquarius Wilson. He's 2nd down and 3 on a 7-yard gain. Wilson, a freshman, playing both sides of the ball tonight. 2nd down and 3 from the Bluefield 39. 7:40 left to play. Delayed handoff middle. Has the first down. Carson upended across the Bluefield 25 to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 Union. Well, Bluefield College bringing on DeMarcus Wimbush, Logan Hinnett, Chris DeBerry back onto the field. Michael Barnes ready to go out there and turn back around. This could be a quick 4th quarter if everybody pledges to run the ball. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Furness draws out to the left side, cuts at the 15, out the 10, far sideline 5, and bringing him down at the 3-yard line. The linebacker for Bluefield finally making the tackle on a very crafty run was Chris Cruz.
That was a good fake. It fooled me. I thought it was a tackle for a loss, and then I hear you talking. The quarterback is running through the left.
Well, that's the one time he didn't fake me out, but that was still a great run. Well, Furness still has that talent for Union College. It just hasn't been a good couple of seasons for the Bulldogs in Barberville. 6:50 left to play. Lining up on 1st down and goal from the 3-yard line. Carson, the running back, set up behind him. They'll hand it off to Carson. DeBerry off of the edge, bringing him down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and goal from the 3, milking the clock down to 6.5 minutes to play.
Stopped by Rams number 22, Chris DeBerry.
Chris DeBerry is so fast off the edge. I remember going against him in practice, and he even put hits on me like that.
Well, he's dealt with injuries and kind of stepping up in that role that Michael Everett has filled out with a hamstring injury, as well as Sean Kolb. Play action, throws middle, incomplete, intended for Earl Wells, a bit too low on 3rd down and goal from the 3-yard line. 6:14 left to play.
3rd down.
57-7. Last year the margin was very large as well, 58-21. That was 37 points between Bluefield College and Union. Now Union trying to creep into this 50-point differential with inside of 7 minutes to play. 3rd down and goal from the 3-yard line. Carson, the running back, trips receivers right. Handoff Carson, he'll walk into the end zone. Touchdown Union. And the Union fans in attendance cheer to make it now 57-13. A good drive for the Union Bulldogs there. And, well, I think for the Bulldogs, you're wondering where that rush attack has been the entire game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They seem to run. I'll tell you what, those jet sweeps is what led that drive right there.
Yeah, I mean, the jet sweeps were what really could have been the bugaboo for Bluefield in the first half. Ready to kick is Seth Burke. The hold is down. The kick is away and good. 57-14. Bluefield College leads with 6:11 to play. Back here at Mitchell Stadium, it's a slow kick on the near side. Bluefield leads 57-14. It's rolling loose. Will Union pick up another one? Not this time. Rams set up at the 28-yard line. 6 minutes, 8 seconds left to play. Well, it was a great first half for Bluefield College, that's for sure. Going in leading 41-7. And the second half has been Pretty good for Bluefield considering what we have seen out of them in the second half of other games, but couldn't expect Aiden Wilder to air it out the entire game like he did on Union. Jaquan Ebron, though, with 3 touchdowns in the first half. Greg Ebron with another. But now Bryce Verbal is out on the field with Caleb Gibson, the running back. 6 minutes, 8 seconds left to play. Both teams have committed themselves to the run. Bringing a man in motion. Hand off on a jet sweep. Far sideline, crossing now at the 30 and tackled at the 32, making the 33-yard line. So that's Christian Quirley, wide receiver for Bluefield, getting the go-ahead on a jet sweep. Gain of 5, second down and 5. So this will also end our 3-game homestand here at Bluefield College. I feel like we've been playing games in Mitchell Stadium all season. I forgot the fact that we've gone on the road a few times. Another jet sweep in motion as Quirley gets the call on the near sideline now. Jukes across the 35 and twirls at the 38-yard line. That should be right at the sticks for a first down.
We're seeing a lot of jet sweeps in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, from both teams. We haven't seen as many from Bluefield College. That was Union's bread and butter for their speedy wide receivers to get the ball. Well, the turnovers have plagued Union today. The Rams only turned the ball over once.
And a questionable interception.
Right.
I'm still not happy about that call.
57-14. Everything else has gone Bluefield's way. Handoff Gibson on first down. Gets across the 40. Flattened down at the 42-yard line of Bluefield. 4:55 to play. Well, this is a game that Bluefield desperately needed. Coming in 0-4. Sometimes some of these losses at home can be a bit demoralizing, and, you know, their confidence boosted this week. The secondary, when they needed to, they made great plays in this game. Tyrese Henry with probably the play of the year, a 93-yard kickoff return. Everything went right for Bluefield, and they'll be 1-0 in Appalachian Division play. Second down and 6 from the 42. Once again, Quirley in motion. Verbal pitches out right for Gibson. Cuts across the line of scrimmage. Hit hard at the 42-yard line. So now no gain. 4 minutes left to play, third down and 6. Well, for Reinhardt, the Rams, that's going to be a huge game. And at Bluefield, I mean, they really packed the front end of this schedule. But then after that, you got Kentucky Christian, Cincinnati Christian. I mean, winnable games for Bluefield College. And
yeah,
next
absolutely.
week is as well.
Yeah, they're going to prepare like it's a championship game going against Reinhardt.
Third down and 6, handoff. Gibson won't get close to the first down, keeping the clock rolling here as he gets torn down to the line of scrimmage. 3.5 minutes to play.
43. Gibson, the ball carries the Rams.
Well, Bluefield College sends out the punt team. And for Dewey Lusk and company, you have those frustrating games against Faulkner. I think Faulkner was the most winnable game they played out of every game so far this season. That was the game where the turnovers really pulverized Bluefield. But after that, I mean, you play a team like Ave Maria. Bethel looked very good. But, you know, today against Union, just waiting for things to go your way. They have gone Bluefield's way.
Absolutely, and they needed that going into a tough remaining schedule.
Right.
Family, friends.
Oh, Reinhardt on the road next week, going down to Waleska, Georgia.
Please note, at the conclusion of the game,
I think we stayed at a Hilton down there. I think our thing's Marriott's now, but I do remember it was a pretty nice hotel, so that'll be an all right trip.
Yeah, that's one thing that I liked when Dewey Lusk took over is the hotels and the food we got to eat while traveling.
Oh, but the Imperial Swan down in Florida, do you remember that?
I do,
Oh,
yeah.
that's awful.
Yeah, that one was a rough one.
And you know what? I hope they're listening. 4th down and 6, 3:38. Snap, steps up. Tanner Griffith, a great punt. Wow. Inside of the 20, now takes a Bluefield roll. Tried to pick it up, and the Rams down at the 9-yard line. So even when they didn't need a clutch punt, they get one from Tanner Griffith. Runs out on the sideline, gets a high five from Tyrese Henry. And Union College will set up at their own 9 with 3:28 to play, down 57-14. The drive down to Waleska isn't one of the longer trips of the year either. It's right in North Georgia, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's not too bad of a trip. It's not as bad as going down to Florida.
No. Next year, Bluefield is going to Miami, and somebody better get a plane for that. Oh, my goodness, Chris DeBerry. Well, this game's in the bag, and Chris DeBerry is still playing like that. A huge tackle for the Bluefield linebacker.
Like I said earlier, he's quick off the edge, and he's laying haymakers on them running backs right now.
Now the new quarterback is Connor Marchanda.
Second 11.
So Marchanda lines up in the gun. Second down and 11. Lefty throws it low on the far side. It skips out of bounds. Third down and 11. Marchanda, the redshirt sophomore from Orlando, Florida. 2:59 to play, 57-14.
Third and 11.
You're in Mitchell Stadium. Finally feels like fall at the cheerleaders with the pink pom-poms tonight, all part of Breast Cancer Awareness Week. We didn't get to mention one of the honorary captains was Carol Simmons, as that pass is thrown on the far sideline. Incomplete, no flag. And fourth down and 11. Carol Simmons, the grandmother of Carter Fry, currently battling breast cancer. We wish her the best. Pray for her recovery. A great game for Bluefield. Now another 3 and out. Deshaun Caldwell is going to receive this punt for Bluefield. Tyrese Henry gets a break.
Last time they were in this position, it was a snap that went over the head of the punter.
Right. Seth Burke is back deep in the end zone. Gets a good snap this time and gets that punt off. Spirals it onto the far side. Takes a roll. Bobbled by Caldwell. Caught at the 48-yard line. Cuts back on the near side of the middle. Spins around and, well, didn't get much there. We'll spot him down at the 50-yard line with forward progress, and with 2:40 to go, I think the Rams can run the ball a few more times and then just take a knee if they get a first down here. 2:40 left to play. 57-14. Verbal lines up as the quarterback, Wright the running back. What a first half for Bluefield College, scoring 41 points in the first half. Really setting the tone the rest of the game. Here's Meade in motion, makes the jet sweep. Bryce Verbal up the middle. It's a few yards there. Initial marker is at the 47-yard line of Union. Gain of 3, second down and 7. The next week, the Rams on the road against Reinhardt. The Eagles have been a very tough team to play in the past for Dewey Lusk and company. The Eagles almost with an old school rushing style. And it's almost like they can never get tired because they have so many different running backs. The offensive line is impeccable, at least in the past few years.
Offensive line and defensive line.
Second down and 7. Shotgun snap, handoff right. He goes up the gut again, spinning, chugging along, more and more yardage. And gets him up to the 41 for a 6-yard gain. Third down and 1.
First down right here seals the game.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd and 1.
I think the Rams, that's what they want to do, get that first down and then get into victory formation. Verbal might just go under center. Cameron Wright, Verbal. They'll line up in the shotgun with Wright, the running back to the left on 3rd down and 1 from the Union 41. In motion goes Meade, left to right. Verbal, snap, handoff right. Got the first down across the 40, still going, and spotted down at the 37-yard line with 1:11 to go. Bluefield will now take the knee to move on to 1-4 this season. What a statement for Bluefield College today. In that first half, you saw Union drive down the field. The Rams stifled them, and then after that, Bluefield College, well, the offense looked great. The defense wreaked havoc with turnovers, and just a great win for BC here at Mitchell Stadium.
Yeah, both sides of the ball played good. Even special teams was playing good.
Clock is down inside of 50 seconds, lining up in victory formation. So for Union College, they'll fall to 0-6. Rams to 1-4 today with a 57-14 win. And well, they gave Dewey Lusk a Gatorade bath. And I think that's just how frustrating this year has been for BC, where, you know, even when it's your first win of the year, you're so excited to get that win, and by such a large margin at 57-14.
Especially it being a conference game.
Yeah.
And your final score.
Appalachian
Brewster
Division
College,
opener here in the Mid-South. The Rams,
College, 14.
something that didn't happen that we thought was. They didn't get as chippy as we previously had predicted, and Bluefield College and Union can actually shake hands with each other this year.
Yeah, this is a weird picture. I haven't seen this in a couple years.
So Dewey Lusk improves to 3-0 against Union College. A win for Bluefield tonight, 57-14, 1-4. Alex Martin, any final thoughts?
My final thought of today's game was it's a confidence booster, and they need to carry this on to Reinhardt.
So for Alex Martin and Abigail Key, our camera person tonight, my name is Bailey Engel, reminding you the final score from Bluefield College and Mitchell Stadium. Rams get their first win of the season at 57-14. Until next time, take it easy, Rams fans.